Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. I am so sorry. Uh-oh. Trying to get set up right here. Y'all know every time I do this, StreamYard is extra. And I had to get the phone thing set up. So good evening, everybody. Forget that. Sorry about that. Good evening, allegedly Zero Lightning, Sean Sandridge, Alicia, Mimi, Amon Ra, Renee 19, Chanel. Good evening, everybody. How y'all doing tonight? So anyway, honey, I hope you guys are having a happy New Year's. So far, before we get started, hey Snazzy girl, can y'all hit the one? Just to let me know that you could hear me. If you can't hear me very well, I will turn up my microphone. Hey Fayed, Miss Olivia, I did have a way to get in touch with you, but they are doing a TV series on that young lady. Yeah, I remember you telling me about it. Okay, you guys can hear me. I remember it's either you told me about it before Fayed or somebody else. It's supposed to be on is that tonight? Because it's supposed to be on MTV, right? I remember you telling me about Kanika Jenkins. Okay, guys. So, Sean says BET has a new show regarding. Oh, really? Oh, wow. Hey, it wasn't me. You don't think so? It's not tonight. Okay, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to try to figure out when they're having the show actually. And Sean, or is that show airing right now about Kanika Jenkins on BET, or is it gonna Open Cases, MTV, or BET, I think. Okay, okay. I'm gonna have to look into that. Thank you guys to let me know because you guys know that I'm always interested in any new developments or any new theories as it pertains to Kanika Jenkins uh and her tragic death. Hey Jessica, how you doing? So anyway, I had to pull up the StreamYard tonight. Y'all know I don't like to do the StreamYard thing, but I had to pull it up tonight because there's some video that I want to show you guys. So I was talking earlier today on VS's channel about I was gonna do a video about Tariq and hey A class about Tariq and Yvette Carnell. Hey Carla Tucker, I had told. So you were the one that told me about it. So it's January 8th at 9. Thank you, Carla Tucker. Okay. I didn't know if it was you or excuse me, or Fayette, but Fayette did mention it as well. Well, just now she mentioned it, but it was you. Okay, initially. But thanks for letting me know that it's January 8th. Thank you. I'll be sure I'm gonna put it on my calendar so I can be sure to watch. Okay, guys. So yeah, like I said, I had mentioned earlier that I will be doing this show right here tonight. Maybe case I would like them to check out. They're wrapped up in the man. Yeah, who knows? Maybe they'll be doing all that, Sean. Who knows? Who knows? But I can't wait until it airs on January. I had no idea it was going on, but yeah, I'm aware of it now. Like I said, I'm gonna put it on my calendar and everything. So yeah, I'm gonna put it on my calendar. And so anyway, guys, concerning the discussion tonight, so there have been some rumblings going around concerning Yvette Carnell and Tonetalks, and ADOS, and Tariq Nasheed and Jason Black. They're starting a whole different ADOS type movement, and they're calling it FBA, Foundation of Black Americans. And ADOS stands for American Descendants of Slavery. And so evidently Tariq, Mr. Tariq Nasheed, I can't hardly say his name, race hustler extraordinaire, him and Jason Black have decided to team up with one another and pretty much take the conversation of reparations and black people, start a whole new thing called FBA, Foundation of Black Americans, right? And so, but all of this, now I was going to do this grand breakdown because I truly believe the reason why I left the conscious quote unquote woke sector. That's what I'm calling it in the first place. Is cause there ain't nothing but a bunch of race hustlers. You see what I'm saying? But a lot of people, a lot of our people are becoming divided once again, even as it pertains to reparations for black people. Okay, if you have been keeping up with this, you would know that Yvette Carnell and Tonetalks started the ADOS conversation a while ago, and it really took off. It took off to the point to where they had it was online at first, and the politicians or whatever, they picked up on it. Hey Jessica, and they had not a little while ago they had a a meeting up in Washington to see if they were going to form a committee to do some research as it pertains to ADOS and descendants of slavery. And this was just a committee to discuss forming a committee, right? And when they did that, it let me know that those folks in Washington was only going to be using the discussion of ADOS, reparations for black people. It was only going to be a political talking point. When they did that whole dog and pony show up in Washington let me know right there that nobody was taking it seriously. Anyway, okay. And Yvette Carnell also real fast, her and Tone, they got mad at Clout Anderson because he went on a breakfast club and basically said, he basically called them out and said that they're doing nothing but regurgitating old facts. This discussion, there have been many discussions through the years, decades, okay, concerning black people and reparations, right? And Kimberly Pruitt says the ADOS saying was around, way before them. Yeah, they got mad at Dr. Clout Anderson, because he went on a breakfast club and said that. Tone Talks and Yvette want to talk about passing down jobs. You can't pass down a job to your child. Look, they all agents of chaos. I don't trust none of them. They all race hustlers, okay? And so anyway, so since that movement, is so popular on the internet, because like I said, folks up in Washington, politicians, they are not taking it serious. It was a political talking point, early on. They no longer need that political talking point. Here in 2020, the presidential election is upon us. Do you see what I'm saying? So insert Tariq Nasheed and Jason Black of the Black Authority. Okay, and if you're familiar with the conscious slash, I don't call it the conscious sector, I like to call it the woke sector over there, if you will. They have decided to form something called FBA, Foundation of Black Americans, and they pretty much want to take over the conversation because it's making a lot of money for Tone and Yvette. So Tariq Nasheed, hustler. There he is, him and Jason Black. I'm not even sure if Jason Black is black or not. The Black Authority. Who knows if he's even black? Nobody has ever seen him. Do you see what I'm saying? But I've suspected that for years. But anyway, they decided to take the movement over and call it FBA. It's just simply another race hustle, right? So Yvette and Tone have been going at it with Tariq pretty much and Jason Black, okay? Because they're trying to take over the movement, if you will. This is nothing more but, like I said, race hustling at its finest. A lot of people are invested in the ADOS conversation. It was nothing more. Now, I took it seriously for a while, but come to find out, like I said, after that whole dog and pony show up in Washington, let me know right then that this is just some kind of some kind of agenda that they're putting forth on the Black American voter. It's a political talking point. to get votes. Hey, Merkaba. It's just nothing more than a political talking point, and it's unfortunate because we do need to have this conversation in this country. But right now, it is not the time, in my opinion, to have the ADOS conversation simply because the plantations in the South, slavery has been moved from the plantation to the prison industrial complex. And for as long as you have black people being mass incarcerated, in order to get them to perform free labor, as long as that is going on in this country, any true conversation about reparations and black people, no matter what the title is null and void. So there's still slavery going on in this country. It's called the prison industrial complex. Okay, so that coupled with the Dred Scott ruling under the Supreme Court many eons ago, in my opinion, where they said basically Dred Scott. If you guys have never heard about the Dred Scott ruling, a black man, and I think in the 1800s. Forgive me about not knowing the exact date. He sued. He moved from down south to up north, where he thought he would have a better chance. He would be, afford the same, protection under the law as the Anglo-American. He took his fight all the way to the Supreme Court, and at the Supreme Court, the highest court in the land in the United States, ruled that black people have no constitutional rights as it pertains to that white people don't have to, they don't have to give us any kind of rights up under the law. Do you see what I'm saying? And so since the Dred Scott hearing, all of that back in the 1800s, up until now, it's pretty much, pretty much the same thing. Do we even now have any rights up under the law? Is was it 3/5 of a human being, right? Even now, like I said, there is still slavery. It is still, black people are the highest producers in this country, even though they want us to think that we are non-producers. Do you see what I'm saying? We are producers. We are producing in the prison industrial complex. Like I said, they moved the plantation from down south, and it is now on the compound known as the prison industrial complex. And for as long as you have these type of covert forms of slavery, the conversation of ADOS, reparations, and black people, that conversation is null and void. But you will get this dog and pony show that you see going on via these agents of chaos, meaning Yvette Carnell and Tonetalks, and Tariq, Nasheed, and Jason Black, because this is just another tool in the toolbox of white supremacy racism set upon us to further divide and to further divide black people amongst black people. Okay, you see this online. This is why I'm talking about this, tonight. I'm not trying to give any grand speeches. Do you see what I'm saying? It's really kind of like a beef watch video, because like I said, I stopped taking those people in that sector over there seriously a long time ago. That's the reason why I left that sector. They are not serious about anything concerning black people other than lining their pockets. And I mean that as far as Yvette Carnell and Tonetalks, as well as Tariq, Nasheed, and Jason Black. Okay, they are nothing more than race hustlers. Okay, a lot of black people are sheep, and you keep pouring your monies into these peoples, because we all know that black people love good sermons. We love good speeches. We love drama. We thrive on it, right? Even down in this sector right here. So I was like, and when I was in that sector, yes, we do need to unite under something right now. But in my opinion, that is not going to happen right now. We see that on an everyday basis. We can't get along when it comes to anything. That is why I made a couple of video backs, urging black people to get with you a group of like-minded people and save yourselves. Okay? Because that is where we are in this country. We are not even at a point, that's always the argument, we have to unite or something. Oh, I just read that, right? But yeah, Yeah, we all know that we need to do that, but is it going to be done? No, because before we can unite under anything, we have to undergo years and years, in my opinion, of some kind of deprogramming, psychological care, some type of deprogramming mental health treatment in order for us to be up to speed to the point to where we can unite with people. But then you got these people like Yvette and Tariq Nasheed that know this, and they take advantage of black people because we know in our hearts that we truly need to be united under our own race of people, if nothing else. You see what I'm saying? But they know this and they take advantage of this. And so now it's to the point to where um, they're pretty much Tariq Nasheed, hey, it's money in this. I don't have nothing else going on. You know what I mean? So let me go on and turn ADOS into FBA. Do you see what I'm saying? Basically the same talking points as ADOS. Do you see what I'm saying? And let me go on and take it over. So since and Umar too, but since they decided to, since Tariq Nasheed wants to come up and take away Tonetalks and Yvette's, hustle, that they've started going back and forth, with one another. Do you see what I'm saying? Because really it's all about the coin. These are nothing more than social media influence / agents of chaos, in my opinion. Okay? But you gotta peep game. Do you see what I'm saying? That's right. Hey, Garage Autonomous. Garage Autonomous says we need to unite, but not under hustlers. Absolutely. The politics of the real world and real life will force us to unite. Absolutely. And do the work. As when we're backed into a corner, I absolutely agree. We're going to unite and then we're going to do the work. But we have to be backed into a corner first. This YouTube thing, this computer thing, no, this is not going to unite us. Not social media, hustlers, and brand jockeys. Absolutely. I agree. Um, Rita says, so now you are in the B sector. What is my solution? I'm going to tell you my solution. Okay? You can't save yourself. I can absolutely save myself, Rita. Who are you? We have to save each other. I save me and the like-minded people around me, like my family. Okay, we are saving each other. Okay. The problem is that people are saving themselves. What about Michi X? What about her? She a race hustler too. Why are you questioning me? If you don't like my talking points, you can exit stage left. Okay? Because like I said, this is really pretty much because it's laughable. Thank you, Garage. It's all laughable to me, and you and your feelings, because I'm telling the truth. So if you on Yvette side or you on Tariq's side, you on somebody's side, because you over here giving me a back and forth about my commentary. Okay? Now, if you want to hear the video, you are more than welcome to stay. But all this pushback you're trying to give me to keep me from talking, it's not going to work. Okay? Now, don't get yourself deleted because you over here trolling. Okay? Anyway, these people think I am. Merkaba said Michi X lost me when she collaborated with Tommy Sotomayor. Absolutely. All of these people, really fly under the banner of Tommy Sotomayor. If you ask me, O'Shea, the whole Black Manosphere, Tariq Nasheed, and everybody else. A whole lot of them. Olivia has it correct now. Thank you, Garage. I read that. Hey, Anthony, how you doing? But anyway, sorry about that, y'all. Y'all know I can't stand for people to come in here trolling my page when I'm trying to talk to y'all about something that's going on. See, that means that people want to shut you up. They want to stop you. That is why I left the quote-unquote woke sector, beef sector, whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean? That is why I left, because of stuff like this. I don't have time. They make my head hurt. Okay, and then the reader person says, so you in the B sector now? Yes, honey, yes. I'm over here. There's no stress over here. Okay? Sure. Anthony says, Cynthia G, China Fox, and so on. And so, yeah, they all race hustlers. I'll take none of them serious. They were giving me a headache when I was over there. So I left and now I'm over here. But when I want to talk about something concerning our people and some shady mess that's going on, I'm going to talk about it no matter what sector I am. No matter what sector I'm in. You see how that works? That's what I'm going to do. Okay? And like I said, we are going to discuss the race hustlers going back and forth with one another because it's shady. And if I say something that clicks the light bulb on for somebody so that they won't feed into this nonsense, so be it. And if you don't like it, so be it. That's on you. Ain't nobody begging you for your attendance over here, honey. Okay. Anyway, sorry about that. Y'all know I get irritated real easy. Another reason why I'm not over there anymore. Because the only thing you do end up doing over there in that sector is going round and around, okay? And they don't give you all the information because they want to keep most of it hidden from you. They only want to feed you what they want you to know because most black people are sheep and they're not going to do the research anyway. They don't want nobody to open their eyes, okay? If they can keep you asleep, they can keep digging in your pockets and keep you off kilter and keep you divided, which is what they're sent out. That is why they sent out. See, the thing about Tariq Nasheed is Tariq Nasheed really ain't nothing but a roaster. And do you remember long time ago, he used to do books on how to be a player. That's how Tariq Nasheed started. How to be a player. I'm a pimp. The meek pimp slide or whatever. He wants to be a R&B singer and a hustler. You know what I mean? And then he started making, the whatever the name of those. He started hustling in a new way. That's all. Yeah, the Mac lesson. How to be a Mac. Thank you. That's how Tariq Nasheed started. So you go from teaching people how to be a Mac to wanting to start a new ADOS type movement. Really? And people really believing in him. I'm thinking, no, he a race hustler. Okay? And Yvette Carnell is bad as crazy. Now, I don't know what happened to Yvette Carnell. She used to have a very good career, her and Tonetalks. But they are now nothing more than social media influencers. Okay? That's all they are. All right? And all these people are set loose on social media to keep you off kilter. All right, to keep your eyes wide shut, to keep you divided from one another, so that you won't reunite. Do you see what I'm saying? And so, yeah. Anyway, let me catch up with the conversation. Anthony said exactly. You're going to discuss the topics, whether you're in the gossip sector, woke sector, or absolutely. If it come up, it's gonna come out of my mouth. You see what I'm saying? And so, a lot of people don't like that. It don't matter where. I don't care if I'm doing videos about talking about cars. If I want to talk about my own people, I'm going to talk about them. You see how that works? Anyway, Chanel says, I remember when I was in high school, he was on this show called Charm School. Absolutely right. With VH1, I stopped listening to that so-called pimp. Thank you. He been trying to make it, honey, in the entertainment, in the entertainment industry forever. This is just another hustle. I'm going to play a video for you guys in a second. I just had to preface the video with my commentary because, like I said, I don't take none of them serious anyway. You remember that show, Merkaba? Yeah. He got a whole history behind him. Yes, he was on the episode when they went to prom, LMAO. He was giving a lesson on the Renaissance man. Chill. Yvette and Tone messed up turning the lineage line into a movement where they're the leaders. Child, if people stop donations, we'll see where the hearts are really at. I've noticed one of them just wants power. Absolutely. It's all a hustle. That is all. They're just simply social media influence, and it's for the money. It's for the chaos. I am not a big Tariq Nasheed fan. It was funny when him and Umar Johnson got into it. Child. Kimberly says, nah, I would never want to shut you up. I always let. Oh. Right, Kimberly. Okay, now I don't know if that's meant toward. I don't know if you calling me stupid or if you calling them stupid. Is she calling me stupid? I hope not, but okay. But anyway, Lola, how you doing, girl? Okay, so I'm not going to get offended because I don't know exactly if she's calling me stupid or Yvette them stupid. Okay. She said, but you are one of the race. I'm a race hustler? Going by your own logic. Oh, I'm a race hustler. Going by my own. How do you figure that, boo? How am I a race hustler going by my own logic? I don't have a whole channel while rallying up black people. Oh no, I'm over here in the B sector. Okay, even when I was over there, see what I do is I expose the race hustlers. And when I want to go in, I go in. Why they in that fee, y'all? Isn't the title of the video? Could they be trying to shut up Miss Olivia? See, this is why I left in the first place. I got so much pushback over there. You see what I'm saying? But anytime I want to talk about it and call y'all good leaders out, guess what I'm going to do? So let's go on and block Kimberly's basic butt. Okay? Anyway. I guess she thought she was going to get to stay right now. Where's that other one? Let me go back up here and block this other one I had to cuss out too while we edit. Oh, they in here tonight, honey. They in their fees, ain't they? They don't like for nobody to tell the truth about it. No, but anyway, let's continue. Since I'm on the roll, evidently, because I got the trolls in here, honey. Oh, it's like they hate when we talk about their pimp daddy. Absolutely, they all live in a dream. It kills me about Tariq Nasheed, okay, because he's so pro-black, but you're married to a whole Mexican woman, right? So any modicum of generational wealth that you generate after you die, it goes to another whole community. So yeah, anyway. Amon Ross says, I met Umar many years ago. I never thought that he would end up like this in alleged fraud. I know, right? It's really very sad. I didn't think that about him either for a long time. I didn't. Hey, NYW. Hey, Sister 513. Thank you. While you on your treadmill, girl. Thank you. NYW said, I'm listening when I'm cooking. Thank you. So anyway, Shirley, oh man, I hate I missed the beginning. Well, we ain't even got to the good stuff yet, Shirley. Girl, we finna get to it. We finna get into it. Okay, y'all hit that like button, okay? Because they're going to be mad at me after this video, girl. I was like, well, let me go on and do it. Be a little messy or whatever. Just let my people know, in my sector, that like when I speak about, issues in concerning the woke sector, let me go on and help my people, to what's going on. And that is another reason why I'm doing the video, and so yeah, because I have several different tiers of play that K Michelle for Miss O. I'm gonna have to when I start trolling the Black Manosphere again, I'm gonna have to play that Love 'Em All song. I might play it tonight. I don't know. Hey Tanya, how you doing? And so anyway, Happy New Year, Tanya. Let me get back to this first, right? And then we might move on to that Merkaba, because I got another K Michelle, because they mad at me over there in the what do you call it? The Black Manosphere. You know what I mean? They mad at me over there. Their fearless leader been under my community feed, just going back and forth at me. He done shouted me out on his channel through a couple of videos and hey, keeping it neutral 2.0. So they just angry. All I'm doing is trolling them, like for real. I don't take them seriously no more. Like another reason why I'm good in this sector right here. Did you see what I'm saying? I don't take them seriously over there anymore. Like I just do not. Only thing I can do is troll them. I was getting my whole life out before I played this video. Okay, so y'all know last night, I forget the name of the brother's channel, right? Hey V, you try the woke sector. It's a few others are not for me. Yeah, me too, Lola. I just left them all alone. But anyway, last night, girl, right? So I was listening to a debate. They had a debate between Brother Moses and Mrs. Fantastic 824, right? And I'm thinking, okay, well, first, they are not intellectually matched up well, because Mr. Fantastic, he looked like he's some ugly musclehead type dude, like he never left the workout gym or something. And Brother Moses is, he's an intellectual brother. So he's running circles around this Mr. Fantastic, which is really remedial. The Fantastic guy is. I mean, are we surprised that he's remedial via his name, right? So, but they're discussing economics and black people. But I'm thinking, Hold up. Okay, so and it's really supposed to be y'all. If y'all heard of the B1 network, Taz exclusives, and all of that, and then you got the Mr. Fantastics. They don't care nothing about white supremacy, racism. Their whole goal is to get with a white woman, basically, right? And so, yeah, he's so dumb, Jessica, like truly. So, Brother Moses is over there trying to have a debate with a dummy. It doesn't do any good if you're woke and still in the bed. You eventually fall asleep again. I know that's right. I agree with that. And so anyway, let me tell y'all what happened. I thought this was absolutely funny. Then we're going to get back to Tariq Nasheed. This ain't going to take long, right? So I'm listening to a debate. Hey, Natasha, last night they're doing, I can't think of the brother's channel. Is it the Information Man? Somebody's channel. I just slipped on that debate by, like I said, I've been trolling them. And, when you start trolling them, the videos will pop up, right? And so, like I said, they're doing this debate. And I'm thinking, well, they're not intellectually matched, number one, because Mr. Fantastic is a big duh. Brother Moses, he's very smart, very learned man. Do you see what I'm saying? That number one, that they're not a match. But what disappointed me in Brother Moses and, Mr. Fantastic is the fact that they started the conversation, and you're talking about economics and black people, right? They started the conversation in the middle. And so Brother Moses was saying that, black people are, we are productive. We are economically productive. And then Mr. Fantastic was like, no, basically I'm all for the white man. Basically, you're a big duh. I can't hardly understand what he's saying anyway, because he got to stutter so long between words. But try to watch it. Lola Mion says Taz and Nala tried to watch it. Oh, they tried to watch it. I think Tad was wasn't Taz moderating for it last night? I believe. But anyway, okay, so the debate is going on. I'm thinking, how are they going to have a debate on economics if they're starting in the middle of the conversation? Like they're touching on, they're bumping all of these subjects. Like I said, Brother Moses seems to think that we are, economically productive, and we are, getting better economically. Do you see what I'm saying? And Fantastic, he all about the white man's dollar, right? And I'm thinking, but both of y'all are starting the conversation in the middle. Is that Mr. Superboy guy? No, I guess I've never heard of the Superboy guy. Maybe he's a different guy. But Mr. Fantastic, he's got a YouTube channel. I don't know if the Superboy does or not. I've never heard of him. But anyway, y'all, so they lost me when they started the conversation in the middle. And I'm thinking, well, hold on, wait a minute. How can you talk about percentages in black economics if you're neglecting to tell people? Because like I said, a lot of black people are sheep, and they only put forth the information they want you to know. But I don't know. Maybe they forgot to tell it. Maybe they forgot to preface the arguments with the fact that 87% of this nation's wealth, of the United States' wealth, is already spoken for, okay, via white supremacy. It's already spoken for. There is only 13% of wealth in this country that we can fight for. You know what I mean? That we can what do you call it? What's the other word? Not fight for, but that we can vie for. That we can shoot. I can't think of the word. I've lost my train of thought. But anyway, there's only 13% of wealth left in this country that is not already owned by white supremacy. Okay, and largely in part because of slavery, because of chattel slavery and the ever evolving system of slavery. And like I said at the top of the show, it is now they've transformed the plantation to the acquire. Thank you, NYW. There's only 13% of this country's wealth that we are able to acquire. 13% because 87% is already accounted for. Okay, so we're fighting to acquire the 13% of wealth, but you're fighting against the Asians, you're fighting against the Hispanics, and every other race or ethnicity or nationality, the East Indians, the Arabs, the Africans, like the Nigerians, the Ghanaians, all these people are vying for 13%, of that pie, for the 13% of the pie. Do you see what I'm saying? And we are next to the bottom when it comes to acquiring 13% of the whole pie. Do you see what I'm saying? We are next to the bottom. The only people under us is the Hispanics, and that is and they are rapidly going to exceed us as producers. Okay, because we produce nothing. But there is a reason why we produce nothing, and that is simply because our communities have been destroyed. Systematically destroyed. Do you see? I guess that we have to be accountable, for some of it, but for the most part of it, we know that it was destroyed by drugs. It was destroyed by integration. Everything we try to do positive, they try to turn it around and use it against us. But that like I said, last night, systemic epidemics. That's right, Lola. But last night they started the conversation in the middle. Do you see what I'm saying? And so I just didn't understand. I found it very interesting. NYW said so true. It's set up, for just so many, even within the Anglo community. You're absolutely right about that, NYW. Yeah, absolutely. If you don't have generational wealth already as an Anglo-American, you are also vying for 13%, for the 13% of the pie that's not spoken for. Because 87%, like I said, is already spoken for. Do you see what I'm saying? And so, yeah, we become a caste system, basically. Absolutely, Jessica. So Love 456 says by 2050, our net worth will be zero. That is absolutely estimated at 2050. I've seen that too, that our net worth will be zero. But last night, Brother Moses, I think he's real optimistic, and he's like, we've got, and also the fantastic guy, we've got so many billions or trillions in spending power. Spending power does not equate wealth. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm getting to the Dorian. I'm getting to that. My thoughts on the FBA ADOS beef. They're both sides are simply agents of chaos. They hustling black people. That's the short version. But I want to finish this, right? Yeah, generational wealth. Right. There's a difference between generational wealth and spending power. Okay, so all of this stuff, all of these topics, they neglected to mention last night. Stoic one said Brother Moses lost the debate. Jessica said he's an idiot. Well, now I don't really think, to me, it was more like a conversation because, like I said, they missed out a whole chunk of information. So how can you truly call it a debate if you're leaving out very pertinent information? Like we are all vying, black people are vying for 13% of the pie, because 87% is already accounted for. And then Brother Moses said that we are producers, and we are actually non-producers in this country. We build nothing. We really own nothing. We are non-producers in this country. Technically, everybody except the 1%ers, those 87%ers. The reason why it's only 13%. Do you know what the 13% of the pie is? The 13% of the pie is technology. The reason why the 87% is locked up is because of slavery. The whole system of slavery, right? I know debates don't cover everything, so I'm just saying, but some stuff you don't need to leave out. Do you see what I'm saying? Or don't have the debate at all. Don't call it a debate, call it a conversation. That's all I'm saying. This is just my opinion. Do you see what I'm saying? And so, like I said, because of chattel slavery, okay, that has morphed into the prison industrial complex. Technically, everybody outside of that prison industrial complex, us black people, we are non-producers. We don't produce anything. We don't grow our own food. Do you see what I'm saying? A lot of us don't own property. For a lot of reasons, a lot of us don't own property. You see what I'm saying? That goes all the way back to the 40 acres and a mule conversation. Okay? Because who was it? Andrew Jackson? It was Jackson, or during the Reconstruction era, they say to be a productive, a really producer basically in this country, you need to own 40 acres of mule and $100 to be able to make it into this country. be able to make it in this country. That is what they said when they decided to set our ancestors free. Okay, during the Reconstruction era. The Reconstruction era was only a 10-year era, and after the Reconstruction era, which occurred after they freed our ancestors, after it only lasted for 10 years, we never got our 40 acres and a mule. And the reason why they want us to have 40 acres and a mule and $100 is so that we could become producers on our own land. Okay? Because land is worth more than gold in this country. All right? Absolutely. We are technically still property. Do you see what I'm saying? But anyway, that is why the whole 40, that is where the whole 40 acres and a mule, that terminology, that's how that came about. Okay? And so after the 10-year Reconstruction era, it went right into Jim Crow. Because under Reconstruction, we got so much done in such a short time, it started scaring the white folks, basically. You saw we had started building up our own communities. We had our own schools, even our own colleges starting to be built and were already to be built. We were becoming producers. Do you see what I'm saying? We were becoming producers in this country, which means we were becoming competition for the Anglo. And they couldn't have that. So what did they do? They got rid of the Reconstruction era and knocked us right into Jim Crow, which knocked us back down. Every time we try to build ourselves up, they knock us back down because they are afraid if we did or do become producers, we will be in direct competition with the Anglo, not the Hispanics, not the Asians, the Anglo. You said, but the Anglo, because of the system of white supremacy racism, has always had their foot on our back. But like I said, as far as it goes to last night, I'm not trying to give you guys some kind of history lesson. I'm just trying to skim over it, real fast. Just put some context to the debate, or what they called the debate of last night. Do you see what I'm saying? You can't start a debate about economics and black people if you start in the middle. And then that Mr. Fantastic guy, they say he won. I disagree. He totally discounted the system of white supremacy racism. You cannot discount white supremacy racism, because white supremacy racism is because that is the reason why you had 1% of this country's wealth after slavery, and you still, 400 or 500 years later, we still own only 1% of this country's wealth. Actually, like 1% of 1%. We're even at less than 1% now, in my opinion. Yes, they keep moving the goalposts. So why would you have this conversation, making it seem like we're upwardly mobile when we're not? Yes, you have to start from the beginning. And I just found that very interesting that, like I said, Fantastic, he totally discounted the system of white supremacy racism. Do you see what I'm saying? As it pertains to our people. And Brother Moses, he living in some kind of fantasy world. God bless him. I love him to death. Thinking that we are producers in this country, and we simply are not. We are not producers because of that system. Because this system has been set up so that we won't be able to compete with the Anglo. That is what they are afraid of. It would take over 200 years to catch up or more before we can even get to that point to where we can be competitive enough to try to catch up. We would first have to, like I said, undergo some kind of deprogramming process as it pertains to all the things that have been programmed into our people, even to the point to where it's in our DNA, like division. Okay? We would need to go under some kind of deprogramming thing, like I said, treatment, intensive psychological treatment, in order for us to be divided on anything. Even, to be, unified on anything, even under the banner of being black. We can't even be unified on being black. Do you see what I'm saying? We can't even be, one when it comes to the melanin in our skin. Do you see what I'm saying? That is why you got this race hustling going on, and this is going to lead me back to what I made this about, the ADOS versus the FBA. But let me read this Jessica said, until you understand racism, everything else will only confuse you. Absolutely, Jessica. NYW said, please do some folks really don't know. And they really don't know. They really don't know. You'd be surprised. They really don't know. Absolutely. And that Mr. Fantastic guy, he's like in his 20s, like they really don't know. You know, the public education system, public schools, they really did a number on our children. So Love said it was. I read that. It's still playing catch up, and we still absolutely. Jessica said we produce lungs, kidneys, and mint. Child. Stuart one said it has not prevented the Nigerians from out earning a majority of other Americans, not because they're immigrants. That's a whole other discussion they was talking about, last night. Okay, and then make it so bad. When Brother Moses was talking about the whole immigration, was it the H something? The immigration status and how the immigrants was coming over here and out producing us and taking all the jobs away underneath the banner of affirmative action. You see what I'm saying? They don't even need to hire black people anymore. They can hire these immigrants like the Nigerians or the Asians, the Hispanics, and they can say that is affirmative action right there. You see what I'm saying? Because they're not Anglo-Americans. They can hire them instead of black people. You see what I'm saying? And so you got all of that working against us. But the funny thing is, when he was talking about the immigration and how they hired the immigrants instead of black people, I was like, well, make it so bad. Trump, that just solidified Donald Trump's argument as it pertains to immigration. And you would think that he's trying to help black people by trying to put a cap on the immigrants because they're coming in and taking our jobs. Do you see what I'm saying? It's just crazy because it validates what he's been talking about as far as immigration goes. Most are not coming to the states wealthy but no, they're not. Stork one, that's true, but it was set up the way for Africans and Caribbeans to out earn African Americans. Every other race, ethnicity, nationality, of people is set up for them to out earn us. It is this country, it would be in a free fall if they actually took their foot up off our neck, because we can compete. You just got to get around the hurdle of white supremacy, racism. Okay, that machine, the machine of white supremacy, racism, that machine is so precise that it functions on its own. It's working in this country, even if the Anglos aren't working it, it's working on its own. Okay, and so yeah. Show me evidence of this conspiracy. Show you evidence of what conspiracy? Read a book. Read a book. It's all around you. Evidence of what conspiracy, Stoic one? Maybe I'm misunderstanding what you're saying. We can't, Stoic one. I know you're used to dealing with those guys over there. Racism, white supremacy is the reason why Carl will not start. So you one of them. Now, either you are Anglo or you a coon. Okay? Because see, over here on this channel, see, it's not like Mr. Fantastic's channel. You can't make those blanket statements and think I'm going to debate it, because it's not up for debate over here. Okay, we realize over here, that there is a system called white supremacy racism. Okay? That it is so insidious and it's so total and it's so complete that it continues to keep black people at the bottom. Okay? Because that's how it was set up. Because without our backs to stand on, this country would not be able to compete with any other country. All right? So we don't do that here. And I respect you too. But don't come over here and be willfully ignorant. And if you are ignorant, you should pay attention, because you can make a mistake and learn something. You see what I'm saying? And you can take it back to Mr. Fantastic them over there and teach them something. Do you see what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. We don't do that over here. Now, you're welcome, and thank you for joining us. You might learn something. Anyway, how long about? Almost an hour. Almost an hour. Okay, so we got to get back. I didn't even mean to go off on that tangent right there about, the system of white supremacy, racism, that whole debate / non-debate that they had over there. I just can't stand when people start trying to deliver information to black people and you start in the middle. Like, how can you start in the middle? It invalidates your arguments if you start in the middle, to me. It invalidates everything that you have to say. And so that's just how I feel about it. And no disrespect intended for anybody's, arguments or anybody's opinions, but in my opinion, if you start in the middle, it invalidates your whole argument. Like, I can't take them seriously. That's another reason why I told you I bowed out. I came over here to OracleSpeaks because it's very infuriating for me to listen to people and they're not putting forth, even in a chronological manner. Like, before they even had that discussion, that debate last night, how do you not start at the beginning? Everybody want to discount white supremacy, racism. Everybody, a lot of black people want to get past it. You can't never get past it. You can't unless you deal with it. You can't get around it. You can't be up under it. You can't be over it. You're in the midst of it. And if you don't deal with that, we're never going to grow as a people. We will always be at the bottom because of that system. It's just like Yvette and Tariq and them. You're starting in the middle of the conversation. So how's it going to work for you? So that's just my thing. So anyway, that's why I said this is pretty much beef. They're race hustling. I don't take them seriously. Yvette Carnell got mad at Dr. Clout Anderson because he told the truth. It's regurgitated information. Basically, they trying to come up off of something that's been discussed, ADOS, many, many, many times. They just call it ADOS now. Before that, it was called something else. Yvette and Tone, they got in their fifis because the man told the truth, and they start disrespecting the elder because he told the truth. Tariq Nasheed want to get in. I don't know who sent Tariq Nasheed, unless, he done sit up and thought about it. He been sitting back. He been listening. Do you see what I'm saying? So he done come up with FBA Foundation of Black, and I'm going to raise this much money. And when we raise this much money, we're going to start a new movement, a hustle. Nothing but another hustle, Absolutely, this generation need to hear it. She said, NYW said, yeah, we're being taught. We're being talking reparations. You've been talking reparations, okay? Since I was in high school in my African American history, absolutely. The conversation about reparations for black people, it's had many different names. It's been talked about for for decades, basically. But you can take a slingshot and slingshot us all the way back to the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendments. Deal with the 13th, 14th, 15th Amendment as well as the civil rights laws, and then move forward with that conversation. Because if this country can't abide by the 13th, 14th, 15th Amendment and the civil rights laws, which were originally called the Civil War laws, if you can't abide by that, then you don't even have a conversation, a legitimate conversation with the government as it pertains to reparations for our people. So we need to take a slingshot and go all the way back to when they amended the Constitution. If you can't do that, if you can't start that conversation there, then they are only political talking points and hustling. That's all they're doing. And that is just my opinion. Lola said, this is why I visit your channel. You go from mess to real issues. Life, keep doing your live. Thank you, Lola. Yeah, like I said, if it come up, it come out. You know what I mean? But anyway, moving forward, that's just my take on this, my little touch of realness. But this stuff with, let's talk about Yvette and Tone and Tariq and Jason Black, and the fact that they basically are in a beef concerning ADOS. And I told you, and they real hyped up on Twitter, you know what I mean? And I'm thinking, Lord, they done set the agents loose again. Okay, we're getting closer and closer to the election. They know that the conversation of ADOS was nothing more than a political talking point. You know what I mean? You know, they steered black people where they want them to go. You know what I mean? They use that as a political talking point to get your vote. You know, we're getting closer and closer. So now it's time for the agents to make some money off of it. And that's why Tariq Nasheed done jumped on board. That's all that's going on. You see what I'm saying? Jessica said, I don't agree with her disrespecting the elder. I don't either. But it's imperative that the message stay alive in the community. Absolutely, it's imperative. And I don't think that, Dr. Anderson was trying to squash the message. He's just saying we've had this conversation for decades, and we haven't gotten any further. And the reason why we haven't gotten any further is because of the system of white supremacy racism. Like I said, slavery has morphed into the prison industrial complex. So if they're still using your people as a slave, they're still currently right now using your black people as slaves. Okay? Because we are, and then they're calling you non-producers. We're producing in prison. Okay? They're still using your people for free labor, but you want to push forth a conversation of reparations for black people? How is that possible? Think about it. It don't make sense. They done went from the plantation to the prison plantation, but you want to be over here talking about reparations. Seriously talking about reparations. There's so many things that black people, in my opinion, have to deal with at one time. It's just the amount of pressure that's on us as a people. It's ridiculous. It's too much stuff that we would have to do to even start the conversation or playing catch up, in my opinion. That's just how I feel about it. It's just so much. If it ain't one thing, it's another one. I saw a video today on how they destroyed the music industry, and they said they took rap music. Of course, we all know this, but it was an insidious plan to take rap music and start, steering, black boys in particular towards gangs and drugs and, all of this and all that in order to get them locked up, because they have all of these, private prisons. And you have to populate the prisons in order to make money. If the state owns a private, if the corporation owns a prison in your state and it's not to at least 80 or 90% capacity, the state, will be fined millions of dollars from this prison industrial complex because they're not keeping the jails full. It's all of that stuff going on. Doing a gay ADOS meeting? Well, let's go on and block this person because that's ignorant. I don't know where that came from. I don't even know why it was in there, but that's a troll for you. Okay, so I found this video this morning, and I'm glad because I wanted to. I would have to, get all of this info together on my own and play one video at a time. But thank God, I saw a Dagger Squad video this morning, and what's his name? Garfield had already been putting this information together, and that is the video we're going to look at today. Okay. He said, Jessica said, we are stiff-necked people, Miss Olivia. I would not throw stumbling blocks to those who are willing. No, Jessica, I'm not saying you're wrong. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. We do need to continue having the conversation. But you have to have some truly intellectual people. You don't have any intellectuals running the conversation. They're not taking us serious about ADOS in Washington. They're not taking us serious. We can talk till we blue in the face on social media. That's not going to change policy at all up in Washington. So, but yeah, I'm not trying to throw no stumbling block either. Now, Yvette and Tone and Tariq and Jason Black, they're the stumbling blocks. You know, they're making a whole joke out of this because they're beefing back and forth with one another. They're beefing on Twitter. They're beefing on YouTube. That's why I call them agents of chaos. When you start beefing about something as important as reparations for black people, and you start drama and beef over that conversation, people don't take you seriously. They're not going to take you seriously. You know, so they are the ones that are supposed to be leading this fight. They are, you don't consider Tariq or Jason? No, neither do I. And Yvette and Tone either. I'm sorry, I just don't. I don't take them seriously. Because I know what they're doing. They're agents of chaos. They're sent to divide. That's why I could not watch right. Clicks and views, just another sector. Yeah, just another sector. Just another hustle to get your money, to get your click, to get your view, because they are all social media influencers. It's another hustle, in my opinion. And it's unfortunate because the conversation truly needs to be had. You know. Truly needs to be had. Jessica's right about that. I'm not. Yeah. They are the one putting the stumbling blocks in front of us because they're turning the whole conversation into a joke. That's what they're doing. I think that's why Tariq stepped in to make his little money, you know, because he realized what's going on. But he just had to wait long enough for the conversation, well, basically for them to give him the go. And so people are now being divided between ADOS and FBA. Another diversionary tactic. Another tool, to use to divide us among us. That's all that's going on here. But anyway, like I said, Brother Garfield, he did a video, and there's a couple of videos out there, but I liked his video because he just pretty much laid it all out for us. You know, and so I'm going to play some of this video, and I hope you don't mind, but I'm going to play some of this video. That's why I clicked on StreamYard tonight so that you guys can see the video in case you haven't. And I'm going to put a link to this video in the description box when I'm done. I didn't think to do that beforehand. Chanel said it's a lot of clownery going on. And they say, absolutely. That's why I left it. I can't do it. I can't. All they want to do is hear themselves talk. That's all. I don't even think they take themselves seriously. And I saw a perfect example of that last night. It was ridiculous. Like, I'm like, really? And they're both claiming victory. Woo! That little dummy over there, Mr. Fantastic. I beat the conversation. You are never in the conversation. You are never in the debate because you are not intellectually matched with Brother Moses over there. You sound like a big duh, and you claiming victory. I'm like, really? You don't even understand half the stuff that Brother Moses was saying. You know? Lisa said Team ADOS. See, we're you see what I'm saying? Yes, already a division. If I won't mess, I come to the B sector. Thank you, Lola. Girl, that's why I'm here. Okay. That's why I'm here, child. I said, well, let me go on and stay over here, child. Them people ain't going to get me back over there because it's just a source of stress for me. Over here, this stuff going on over here, this ain't no source of stress for me over here. But when you see black folks, making a mockery out of something so serious and imperative for our people as ADOS, when you're making a mockery out of that, because that's what they're doing, out of the whole reparations conversation. They've made a mockery out of the whole conversation. And that is also what Dr. Anderson was trying to tell people. But he didn't say it like that. But I'm saying it like that. And so, I don't see any type of reparations for black people happening in my lifetime. You see what I'm saying? But anyway, let me find this video for you guys. And, mockery. Made a mockery out of the whole thing. People don't pay attention. They so busy liking the drama. That's why I was like, I'm not going to do no long speech on this. I'm just going to present it as some type of beef because that's what it is. It's a beef. I don't take it seriously. It's beef, just like it's beef over here. Nothing more, nothing drama. So they really need to be in the beef sector over here. They don't even need to be over there. They need to be over here. Especially Tariq Nasheed. Oh, yeah, he really need to be over here. Okay. So anyway, let me find this video for you guys. And I'm gonna play it, and then I'll be starting and stopping, and giving my opinion on the beef. Okay, because this is a beef watch. Nothing more, nothing less, in my opinion. And yeah, we'll dissect what Brother Garfield was trying to tell us. So I'm going to share my screen with you guys. Hold on a minute. My leg is falling asleep. Let me see what I got to do to share the screen. Jessica said he's a see you next Tuesday. Who was that, Jessica? He was a see you next Tuesday. Anyway, by Jessica Tyson, I'm going to try to find this, share my screen with you guys. Now pay attention to all this foolery going on. Okay, all this division happening because Tariq Nasheed want to come in. He sure is, Jessica, I agree, and get his little piece of the pie. Pay attention to all this shady stuff Tariq's doing. He's not only dividing black people amongst black people, him and Yvette, really, but he's also doing that old trick of dividing the black men against the black women. Okay, it's just real shady. And he got an issue with black women because he got an issue with his mama. And I'm talking about Tariq Nasheed. And you're going to be, and it's very interesting what he said about single mothers too. I mentioned it earlier, and that's another reason why I want to do this video. Okay. And so anyway, like I said, let me play this, try to share my screen with you guys, and we can get started. Let's see here. I know I got to do the audio. Boom. Hey, Lori. And mind you guys that this is not y'all be patient with Garfield and his presentation of the video, okay? But like I said, we'll start and stop and we'll try to go Chrome tab and we will see what's going on with that. Let me see. When it starts, I want you to hit the one. You guys to hit the one if you can hear it, and I'm getting ready to share it now. And just let me know if you can hear it. If you can't hear it, I'll try to turn up my microphone some more, okay? Because this microphone is really loud. Because my voice really be booming in this dang on microphone. I try to turn it down low, but if the video is not loud enough, after it starts, just hit the one and I turn up the volume on the microphone. Okay. Let's see here. So I'm going to play the video.
And I want you to look at all these videos that I'm about to play from Haven.
Hold on a minute.
I'm going to go back to
the volume up? Yeah, the volume.
Tonetalks and Yvette Carnell attacks the Black Authority. Black Authority was down with them. But I want y'all to just look at what's developing. People want to argue over who's right or who have the right information. It don't just happen with people in Sarnetta's channel. It happens with
what's going on?
The conservative, the upper middle class blacks, the middle class blacks. There's arguments every day on TV with black.
Hold on, guys, because I can't hear nothing.
Don't just put it on Sarnetta saying Sarnetta is the one causing eruption in our community. This community is so listen, and also there's the Hebrew versus the Christians.
Because I can't hear nothing
every day. They won't challenge Garfield because they know the buck stops right here. It ain't going nowhere else. Once it comes to me, it's done. The argument's over. Now, look at this video right here that he did.
He is talking.
I want y'all to check this
out.
You
can hear it too? You can hear it? Wonder why I can't hear it.
I'm sorry, family. I got to record it and put it
I can hear it now.
As you can see, it's a crack.
Turn up my microphone.
My mic is broken. A lot happened. So I just record the video like this. And I want to say this. Tonetalks event. It's too late to try to drag the Black Authority as faceless and all this other goofy stuff that y'all saying about him. It's too late because all that's
shoot. I still can't hear it. I wonder if StreamYard is doing that. Can you guys still hear it? Or did it? Huh?
It's true. All that was true before. So don't try to bring it up now to try to discredit him. Because I don't fuck with the Black Authority. He a bitch ass nigga. Y'all a bunch of bitch ass niggas. But at the end of the day, I gotta make this point be known. You can't do that, bro. Even though this is I was planning to make a video like this before, I feel that it's the time to make it right now. You can't do that. You can't. Anybody who's even going for that is a goofy. Because you should be saying,
you're right, Stoic One.
if Jason Black was such a fraud,
I saw you in that live this morning.
He didn't know what he was talking about, and he faceless, and we can't trust
well, there's
him.
your face
then
now.
why would you be digging him up? Why? Why was you promoting him as somehow a legitimate source of a legitimate source of information? If it's all that, y'all talking about, y'all don't know if he's really black and all this other goofy stuff. Well, before I gotta say he's a nobody. Well, people, for you who may not know, Jason Black and Tone Talks got into it a while ago. It was a mistake. Tone Talks was talking about somebody else, and he made a mistake and said Jason's Black name. But as you can see from what I got on the screen, this is a DM message between them. Tone Talks hit Jason Black up immediately and apologized to him. Not only did Yvette and him apologize to him multiple times on Twitter publicly, they hit him up in the Tone Talks, hit him up in the DMs and apologized to him multiple times and called him bro and everything. You just said you don't know if he's black, but why are you calling him bro? Why are you apologizing to him? If he's such a nobody, why all these apologies, my nigga? I would never apologize to nobody. I would never apologize to nobody I wasn't really cool with. I would clarify my mistake and make sure to call that person a bitch ass nigga, but no apologies, no apologies. It's too late now for all that. He's a nobody, he's this and that after he done cooked your dumb ass. Because where was that energy before? And I'm gonna end this video right here. Like, share, subscribe, drop me a comment, tell me what you think. And on that note, family, peace.
Okay, so that was Haven Bullets.
Peace, my name is Haven Bullets. And sorry, family, I gotta record and put
those are the videos that Brother Garfield is playing. And the video that I want you to hear is Yvette Carnell talking about the situation. So just hold on.
The following program is rated TVMA. Viewer discretion is advised.
Now I want to move on to something else really quickly because it all intertwines, family. Everything that we're talking about intertwines. Now, I don't know. I have no idea.
The following program is rated TVMA. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hold on, guys. Like I said, you have to be patient with his whatever he's got going on with the computer or whatever. Excuse me.
The following program is rated TVMA. Viewer discretion is advised.
Now I want to move on to something else really quickly because it all intertwines, family. Everything that we're talking about intertwines. Now, I don't know. I have no idea when Phantom started talking.
He's talking about Jason Black.
I have no idea how we thought somehow that we were going, there's nothing wrong with having a documentary, but I don't understand how we thought we were going to solve our political situation or resolve it or push America to do anything on our behalf through documentaries. Those of you who are quote unquote FBA, understand that the flag that you have in your Twitter handle, understand that I gave that to you. I birthed that idea. Not your Tariq Nasheed. Tariq Nasheed was talking about Haiti and Zimbabwe, and we gonna get it popping over there, and we're gonna do some business, and I'm gonna build some houses. Nah, you go back to my page, and I was wrapped in a flag, and I took a lot of flack for it, but I said that we're anchored in America. All of this stuff is ADOS. Like, y'all gonna have to figure this whole clone organization that y'all got out, because Tariq Nasheed is out of ideas, and so he has to clone ADOS and mimic me all the time and use it because he doesn't have any kind of fresh idea except for buck breaking or something. And he got a buck breaking doc or something like that coming. You dig? And I want to just say, before we get to the Phantom, I want to just say, if everybody doesn't understand what the end game was, and then it's some of y'all's fault that we here anyway. Everybody in my inbox, Yvette, I know you might not like what Tariq is doing. You might not like him, but please be unified. Please have some unity. Okay, I will do that. I'll do that. And I try to do that. And look where we are. I'm still fighting off pimps and phantoms. I fight ghosts and shadowbox and fight phantoms and pimps all day. And it's fine. But you got to understand that Tariq is a kid, in the sense of you'll fight him and you'll go back and forth one night. And then the next morning you wake up and he's like the guy. You ever roast with one of your friends? And you have that one friend who you roast back and forth with, and y'all have a sleepover. And the next morning you wake up and the other friend realizes something he didn't say, or he tried to use the same joke over again. And you be like, my dude, we've been through that. You can't like get a do-over. Like, that's what Tariq does. And so that's why I had to that's why I was like, I gotta block this. I gotta block him, because that's who he is. That's what he does. But before I blocked him, I tried to figure something out, but he never would answer the question. He never would answer why he said what he said about single mothers in this video that's up on my page. He never would answer it. He said, no single mothers on that effort. We can't have that single mother. It's too much bush going on in the hood. And it's single mothers raising big out here, man. You dig? And I kept asking him, like, answer that. Like, you have to speak to that. And people kept telling me, well,
let me pause it right there for a minute. The problem that I had with the statement that Tariq Nasheed made is I can't believe that came out of his mouth. What he was saying, well, he was talking about reparations, right? And he said that they were having a debate on Twitter. Hey, Brad. They were having a debate on Twitter, right? And he was saying that as it pertains to reparations, single mothers should not be given reparations. Okay? You should not be given reparations if you're a single mother. The only people should be receiving any type of reparations, or family units, like the mother with the father in the home and then the kids. But if you're a single mother, they're gonna give you a plot of land. Okay, and that is the reason why I said that Tariq has mommy issues. Okay, he has mommy issues. He was raised by a single mom, and when you hear him spouting this anti-black woman rhetoric, that is where that stems from. Okay, Tariq is not an intellectual. Okay, he is. We talked about the books that he used to make on how to be a player or how to be a pimp, and that goes into the issue that he has with black women as well. So much so that he's married to a Mexican woman. He's talking black, but he's married to a Mexican woman. So, like I said, what little bit of generational wealth that he has to leave his children goes into, her community. But you hustling black people, but all of your wealth, is going into another whole community. Okay? Yeah, his single mama hurt him, Lola. Do you see what I'm saying? And so my issue with Tariq is he cool sometimes. Yvette cool sometimes. Yvette Carnell, she be talking black, but she married white too. So how can I take y'all seriously when you say that you want to be the leaders of yeah, her mother is too. Yeah. And she's married to one. You see what I'm saying? And so, if you're for the betterment of your people, why aren't you with your people? Because whatever wealth you've garnered or whatever money you've garnered when you pass away, it goes into another, the economic base of your spouse. And if your spouse is not black, how can you then be wanting to lead a movement, whether it be ADOS or FBA, if your spouses are not even black? So how does that work? That's right, Lola. I don't take them seriously. Okay? I don't take them seriously. Like, I really don't. But anyway, let's continue. But this is why I call them agents of chaos. This is why I say that they're race hustlers, because you're talking black, but you're not even living black. So you hustling your own people out of money for fake movements. Do you see what I'm saying? But they are serious topics, but they are fake movements. Do you see what I'm saying? But I mean, that's just not cool. That's why I said this is nothing more than a beef concerning something very serious. So anyway, let's continue. And Yvette is mad at this point. What she's talking about is the back and forth that she had with Tariq Nasheed on Twitter. Do you see what I'm saying? And also on that Twitter feed, Yvette Carnell, she even got into it. She even mentioned O'Shea, Duke Jackson, and Taz Exclusive. She said basically, I don't know who they are, but basically they went in on them too. Now we know that Yvette, she has, just like Tariq has a problem with women, black women, because he was a product of a single mother. Yvette, any black man, she gonna go after him. Okay, full force. Marry who you want. But me personally, I can't take you seriously when you're talking about issues of this nature, because you're talking black and you live in another way. But that is another source of division as far as I'm concerned. And like she said, the only thing Tariq came in and tried to hijack the ADOS movement, giving another whole name, it's another hustle. Because he don't have nothing going on right now. And they said he was going to make a video about buck breaking. Now, I don't know what buck breaking is, right? Yes, the hypocrisy of it all. All the points are moot, in my opinion. Because you're talking black, you get money out of black people, but you live in a whole different way. Just like Phil the Advice Show. You talking black, you got a whole non-black wife. You want everybody to think that your wife was black for a long time until they expose you, until they put a picture on the internet. You see how that works? He's another race hustler. I don't take him seriously. That's why I said this ain't nothing but beef. They're beefing for dollars, basically. They're beefing for big dollars, but they are still beefing for dollars. Okay? Anyway, let's continue.
Well, Yvette, that's a long time. So I said, okay, let's play a game. I'm gonna put it out there to him, and if he really feels differently now, and it's been a long time ago, I put it out there like 12 times. If he feels differently now than he felt then, he say, you know what? I apologize. I'm different now. That's how I felt then. It was a long time ago. The fact that he didn't say that lets you know what he is. He still thinks, as I suspected, but y'all told me, no. He's trying to do some collective work now, Yvette. You don't understand, you dig? Okay, here we are now. He didn't apologize, so he still believes the same thing. Let me tell you what the end game is. Tariq and Jason Black got the same end game, but it's different in terms of how they play it out. The end game for Tariq is he's gonna do this. He already said, now the trigger for you should have been when he said this is about culture. This is about culture. We don't really do politics over here. I think if we get the culture right, we'll get the politics right. That means he ain't finna do no work. Learn how to read signs and symbols. I'm not finna work. I'm not finna do no political work. I'm gonna sit over here in my $2 million house with the marble tables and chill. The other sign, he said, I'm gonna get the money back if I don't reach 200K. Then once he got to like 120, he said, I'm gonna keep it because they've been acting up, and I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna show them how to do it. You understand? You dig? I'm gonna show them how to do it right because I didn't expect all the dusties to come out. See what Tariq does too. He's not funny one-on-one like that. Like you have to. He has to think of stuff. So he thinks overnight, and he comes out with dusty musties or something. He has to think about these little jokes. It's real weird. It's real kid-like. It's kind of like adolescent. But that's who y'all want. A lot of y'all. But you have to see the end game here in terms of where we end at. Where do we end at? Okay, Tariq said, I'm doing culture, right? So right now, he can't call black women bad wenches. Because if he calls black women bad wenches, it's going to mess up his FBA, which is a clone of ADOS, which is a collective empowerment movement for transformative politics. So he can't call us bad wenches right now. But what he's going to do when the politics don't pop off, because anything good dies in a pimp's hands. Anything good dies in a pimp's hands. So when the politics falls off, he's going to say, well, you know, it didn't work because we still got too many bed wenches. I want y'all to show up and support Buck Breaking Part 5. You dig? We got a lot of white supremacy out here. And the only way you fight that white supremacy is through Buck Breaking movies. Y'all know we got it. Can y'all donate? Now we ought to get to 60,000 by the end of the episode. Can y'all donate to Buck Breaking number 20, please? Because that's how we gonna fight white supremacy out here. We're gonna fight white supremacy by supporting my documentaries. I raised 200,000 a pop. I never get private investors. I never use any of my own money. You dig? I use yours. You dig? But we need this for the culture. Anytime a Negro tell you for the culture, you better squint your eye and watch your pocket, because he in it.
I know that's
It's
right,
good
Lola.
for the culture, which means you don't get paid. You just make a contribution to me and my lifestyle, my marble tables. And I'm not giving the money back. I know I said I was if I didn't hit it. And you know Tariq has been weakened because he normally hits all of his targets. Now he's having a problem. But let's go to Jason Black too, because we got a lot of stuff going on in the community. A lot of stuff going on. Oh, y'all got me talking like a pimp. A lot of stuff going on in the community, you dig? Now, this man has said a lot of wild stuff. You know, just stuff don't make no sense. A man whose mom was fat is likely to say fat women are sexy. Why do y'all follow people like this? I just want somebody to tell me. I want somebody to tell me why you will follow No Face. What is going on? This man won't even show his face. This man won't even show his face. He just like Tariq. He just like Tariq in this other video where Tariq called out single moms and said, we can't have no single mom. How many of us, you know, I was lucky to have a 2-parent household, but how many of us had like single moms? And like, he's spouting, like, I don't think you all understand that he's spouting conservative rhetoric. This is Reagan-esque with the welfare queens. And then he says something stupid about, we just gonna give them a plot of land and what? Well, what you gonna do with a plot of land? They can't squander that. That's somehow something you can really hold on to. And so your boy Jason Black ain't that much different. Your boy Jason Black ain't that much different. He says a bunch of stuff just to get people riled up, but he's unhappy. First of all, he's unhappy I remember when he went in on Antonio, and I think he's just jealous about Antonio going to law school because he had this little sour face note. I wish I had the time to go to law school. So much of the problem we have in Black society stems from fat people that mess with us, make the assumption no one is going to sue them for doing illegal things to us. I wish I had the time. Child. But then you have him saying like voting is worthless, right? So wait a minute. How is somebody going to lead a political? I'm not saying that voting, we've always talked about the role that voting plays and how voting is an exchange, it's not a gift. And we talk about everything that happens before voting. But you have somebody here who's telling you voting is worthless, right? Voting is worthless. They don't have the population numbers to make voting work for them, but they do have an agenda. Let me just tell you, those of you who follow the news, you know that Asians are working hard against affirmative action, and they're doing it politically, especially Chinese Americans. Some people just say stuff. And I was talking about this last year while he was going around talking about a whole bunch of nothing. But they do have an agenda, and they put that together with socioeconomic clout, and that beats voting every time. Black people have the population numbers, but we lack an agenda. Thus, we vote for no reason because. But you just said we vote for no reason. Then you said it's worthless. Which is it? Do we have to have an agenda to vote? I totally agree with having an agenda to vote, but you said it's worthless. You can't even be consistent in what you write. Who is this person? Show your face. Can anyone name the victories over white supremacy the civil rights generation won? Let me just say this. And I want to say it. So I want to say it so I'm clear, right? Because we just had Tariq Nasheed say that single black moms shouldn't get reparations. It got to go to a male-led household. That's what Tariq Nasheed said. I want to let you know how offensive and divisive these people are.
Keep it neutral.
You have Tariq Nasheed saying that black single mother households can't get reparations. It only has to be a black-led household, and it can't be money. It's got to be a plot of land. That's just when the person says that, you just know they're an idiot. Okay, you got Jason Black over here saying the civil rights movement didn't do anything. Now I want you to compare those things, though. Sometimes we just go to the civil rights movement and talk about what it did or didn't do. No, compare two things for me. Compare a man who doesn't show his face with a man who took a bullet to the face. MLK died for the cause. Whether or not we can disagree, but he died for the cause. Now you have a coward over here who won't even show you his face. Not only that, you want to tell me that I can't criticize Dr. Claude Anderson, but you can criticize a man who died for the movement. Y'all don't have no problem calling Dr. King trash and saying all kind of stuff. But oh my God, when you bring up Dr. Claude Anderson's name, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. I can't believe you brought up, he's an elder. This man died for the cause, and you won't even show your face. You got a picture of you everywhere with sunglasses on, looking like this. Oh, you Pink Panther, you little slick Negro. You show your face. I don't know how people let you be in this space, Jason Black, without ever showing your face. How can you lead people? And then this man will say, well, that's why I have to move in darkness because I have to lead and we can't be a leader. If I'm here, nobody see me. I can hide because I'm Jason Black. The government sees you. The government sees all of us if they want to.
Yep.
You're not hiding from the government, Jason Black. You're hiding from Black people. Yep. Because for you, this is a con. It's a way to make money and sell documentaries, but you don't want anybody to see your face because what happens if you can't make any money anymore? You want to be able to walk away from this with nobody ever having seen your face. So you walk away with the bag and you walk, and we never see you again. I don't even know if you're Black. How do I know? How do I know that you're Black? How do I know what you know? You said Antonio don't practice law. He does. You said that Antonio doesn't have a law license. He does. Everything you said about Antonio was wrong. So why should I trust anything you say? And why is your whole thing built around undermining Antonio when we don't even know what you look like? You could look like the bottom of my shoe. We don't know whether or not you're a Black man or you have perfected the Black affectation like that little man who was the DJ in LA did. We don't know, and we deserve to know. You acting like you're leading people. Show your face. I don't know why anybody would listen to this little man if he won't show his face. For all I know, sometimes you sound like a little white man.
You sure does. But I think you're white.
But they got this picture of this man with a Kango and glasses on. For all I know, you hired that little man. Because if I was a white person and I wanted to put a Black person up to something, and I wanted people to think I was Black, I would say, hey, you go out there and you kind of whisper when you talk to people, I'm Jason Black. I don't want nobody to know. And people be like, oh, he just changed his voice for the show. You, Jason Black, Black Truth, all of them no-face people is you. No face, phantom, ghost, apparition. Oh, so tired of you. Why do you have a problem? What's wrong with you? You say all kind of stuff too. Let me find something else. Idiotic he said. Because he say so much. And you know, he saluted Antonio's doc, freeway, Rick Ross cracking this until he found out it was Antonio's. And then all of a sudden, because it was Antonio's, he wanted to tear it down.
What video, Jessica?
Says we have to move as a group and we have to have group group economics and we have to have this. I'm tired of phantasms. Show your face. I don't understand what's going on. I don't understand what's going on. People don't want to show their face. People want to have empowerment through documentaries. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is supposed to be. And I don't even know, even when we talk about Dr. Claude Anderson, but let's go back to him for just a second. When we talk about economies, we use the work of economists. We talk about Dr. Sandy Darity a lot. We talk about historians sometimes too. When we're talking about history and we give stuff context, right? Have to have some meat on the bone. Like, I don't even know what we're talking about sometimes when we talk about your PhD is an education. It's just like I saw somebody called Dr. Boyce Watkins, an economist, and he went along with it. No, you're a finance professor. You're not an economist. Everybody got to stop trying to slick in different categories too. You got to stop trying to slick in different categories. Be who you are. Don't take on some skills you don't have. You got your PhD from Wayne State in education. That's who you are.
Just
in terms of economics, I prefer Darity, Dr. Darity, because he has an economics PhD from Duke. That's just different. That's who. It's your stuff is education. Go do your education stuff. If you want to build a syllabus or a criteria, maybe you should work with Dr. Umar Johnson. I know he's having some struggles with his school. I don't understand what we're doing.
Damn, she's throwing everybody under the bus.
She sure did throw them all under the bus.
See, we complain about.
Let's pause right here. Now that was Yvette Carnell going in on. I don't know what comment you're talking about, Jessica. You said at Lola he's laughable. I'll try to find the video. Before you said that, you said what was up here? Her mother is white. Then you said biracial. That's all I'm seeing. That's Tariq. He always talked like that. I know Tariq always talked like that. Yes, I'm familiar with that. You're absolutely right about that. Let me turn this mic down for a minute. But yeah, like I said, that was Yvette Carnell. Because like I said, she into a beef. She's into it with Tariq Nasheed and Jason Black. You was listening and not watching. Sorry. Oh, that's all right, Brent. She's into it with Tariq Nasheed and Jason Black because Tariq is trying to take over ADOS and rename it FBA. It's all a hustle on both sides. That's why I want you guys to see this video so that I wouldn't just be talking about the beef. I want to show you guys the beef. And I am glad that, Brother Garfield did this video so that I wouldn't go have to find every little, a couple of videos, about the beef that's going on. Because like I said, I don't take either of them serious. As far as Jason Black go, I have to agree with her about the Black Authority because I have suspected that he was a white man ever since he did that interview with Richard Spencer. I'm thinking, no, this don't sound kosher. And he had that whole race war, all those videos going on and documentary and all of this and all that. And like I said, he interviewed Richard Spencer at the time of that when he was spouting that rhetoric right there. That's what made me think. I was like, you know what? This a whole white man. Why he don't never show his face? You know what I mean? It's easy to lower your voice or change your voice. And so that's what it made me side eye Jason Black though. But like I said, we all know that Tariq, he a roaster. He ain't nothing but a hustler. And whoever said he need to be in this sector, they told the truth. Let me go back up and try to find that comment. Lola said they may as well join our sector, right? Where we have no narrative, we just be shameful. You're right about that. And Lola says he sounds like an ignorant person. Hey, I don't watch Tariq Nasheed like it either. Like I really don't. He's out of Shreveport. Who, Tariq? I can believe it. Oh, or Jason. Which one? But yeah, man, it's just crazy. But like, I just want y'all to see that. I'm gonna try to fast forward this video because I want y'all to hear Tariq's response because it's like an hour long, and I know y'all don't want to stay on this long, but brother Jason, okay, Derek, thank you. He got so many videos from Haven Bullets, and all of this. I was just like, oh, he done all the work for me because I want to talk about the beef. And the reason why Garfield did this video, he was just saying, people are becoming divided online anyway. Some people are taking Tariq's side. Some people, of course, are taking Yvette and Tone's side, and people are becoming divided on the issue of reparations. Okay. But the whole thing is just a political talking point. It was anyway for Yvette and Tone. But Tariq seen that they was making money. It was gaining traction. He was like, well, hey, I'm going to take over this hustle right here. I'm going to name it FBA. I'm going to start my own. But before I can take over ADOS and change it to the FBA, I have to make Yvette and Tone, look like hustlers or whatever. I have to, I have to silence them. I have to shout them down. And Tariq does that with roasting and beefing. Like, he real goofy, and we know that our people love a good roast and a gag. And evidently it's working because he's starting to get under Yvette's, collar. That's why she's speaking about him. But she's the one who opened the door to this when she disrespected Dr. Clout Anderson. She opened the door for it. You know what I mean? You gave him the way in. And so now they're coming for the coin. They're not going to let you do all this hustling under this banner right here and not get in on it too. They all agents, and it just don't make no sense in my opinion. Like, I don't agree with neither one of them. I'm taking them seriously. They turned this serious conversation about reparations for black people. They turned it into a whole, shit show, basically. And pardon my French. But all this beefing back and forth. I mean, they really be going back and forth on Twitter. But I tell y'all what, y'all hit the one if y'all want me to play some more of this video. Because I don't know how long I've been live. But hit the one if you want me to play some more of the video. And I'll let you guys hear some more of it. Or, you can go see it, yourself. Because, Tariq says, it's one part of the video when they show. Now, I really think that Yvette Carnell has some kind of mental issue going on. You know what I mean? Like, I really do. It's something going. Y'all want to hear some more of it? Okay, because I want y'all to hear. I don't know if I can fast forward to Tariq's part. He's showing pictures, and I had never seen these pictures of, Yvette then as opposed to Yvette now, and I was like, wow. And it puts a lot in context to me because I don't know if something happened to Yvette or what's really going on with her. She could have some form of schizophrenia. I don't know what. It's some kind of mental issue going on with her. And when, Tariq did the video that he did, I was like, wow. It's like an overnight change. It's like she don't even look like herself no more. And I want y'all to see that. Was about to say they're all insane over there. Yeah, I don't fool with them no more like it. You know what I'm saying? Yvette did open the door. Yeah, to this by getting that Clout Anderson. Yeah, she opened the door. She opened the door wide enough for Tariq and Jason Black to walk in. She did that to herself. She did that to herself when she got into it and lost her stuff with Boyce Watkins. She done did it a whole lot of times. And for such a seemingly smart woman, like, she clearly got some kind of extra issue going on. Because she don't like black men. Like, for some reason, I don't know if something happened to her. Yeah, I know she done went after Louis Farrakhan. The same way she went after, Clout Anderson. But she was on Louis Farrakhan tough. Like I said, she went after even the O'Shea's and the Taz's. She just on a rampage against the men. So anyway, let me Jessica said, first, I said a couple of things. Dirk said Yvette used to have long dreads. Yeah, she just is real. Wait till you see the picture of her. When she had like this perm in her hair, she looked Jared. Jessica said she fully committed herself to this. Yeah. Elle said Tariq is a street fighter. Facts don't mean nothing to the what? Lola said, wow. Tariq laughing. Farrakhan. Yeah, she went after Farrakhan. She sure did. Yeah, she went after him full force. Sure did. Yep. Anyway, y'all said y'all want to hear some more of it, so okay, we can listen to some more. Somebody put down in the chat how long I've been live. Can y'all tell me? Because I don't know. I can't even tell because I'm sharing the screen. But I ain't gonna make it too much longer. But anyway, hey Deej, how you doing? I ain't seen Deej in a long time. Hey Deej. Thanks for your support, Deej. I'm glad you popped on tonight. Anyway, let's continue. Hey, since y'all want to see some more, y'all must not be tired. So okay. Let's get it correct. Here we go.
Sonetta trying to cause division, but with black folks or with any human being, you don't have to do anything. This is my point by showing this. You don't have to do anything to cause division. Or I don't like him, man, because of his point of views. I don't like him because of his point of views or that point of view.
Yeah, thank you, Deej.
Let's play this 2-minute clip right now from Tariq.
Take it as disrespect. Well, I took it as disrespect, Jessica. I wonder if he took it as disrespect when young Pharaoh went after him.
And you know her butt boy, Antonio Moore, did the same thing. But I want to focus really pretty much on Yvette Carnell. Because as you can see,
this is kind of low at first, y'all. So
make it seem like she was done with this whole situation. But if you keep going up, the rest of her timeline is still talking crazy about Tariq. Literally, only 2 posts in about Tariq. It's all about him, but she blocked him so he can't see it or he can't respond back. That's what she did. And I'm here to tell you, family, that that's Yvette Carnell tapping out. See, she thought she was going to be able to go back and forth, tweet for tweet, bar for bar with Tariq like she be doing, voice walking.
Thanks for the super chat, Lola. Happy New Year to you, babes.
To me, Tariq is a comedian. It ain't going to work. He cooked the dog shit out of her and Antonio, made them bow out. They couldn't take it no more. They had to tap out. And I don't want to hear nobody saying, oh, Yvette got bigger things to do. She done with it. Because if she was done with it, she wouldn't have blocked them and then still kept going and still was talking about him. She wasn't done with it. She was losing and she couldn't take it. So now she had to create an environment where she could go at him, but he can't directly respond back because that's what they was doing. He would tweet something, she would directly tweet a response to him. He would respond back to her, and it was going back and forth with jokes, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But Tariq kept one-upping her every time. She couldn't hang. She had to block Tariq, man. Tariq was too much for her. And I'm gonna end this video right here. Like, share, subscribe, drop me a comment on what you think. And more ADOS versus FBA news to come. And on that note, family, peace.
Just say,
all right, so check this video out now. Check this video out, right? Check this video out now with
I hope you don't
look at what Tariq did now.
No, Jessica, I don't take it as a disrespect because I don't even know what you're talking about, babes.
The following program
I
is
don't take it as
rated
disrespect. I don't even know what you're talking
Viewer
about.
discretion is advised.
What video?
And Yvette, this is a very desperate woman.
Okay, here you
Yvette
go.
is a very desperate woman because
y'all see this?
She has a cancer
this is Tariq's video against Yvette Tonetalks.
She has a virus type of mentality. This person who runs around hating on Black success. Any Black person who's successful, you're supposed to hate on them. This is a woman who's a lifelong failure. Yvette has no wins under her belt at all. Neither does Tone. And Yvette worked with Dr. Boyce, and Boyce, he busted out telling the truth about how this woman, he had to give her money because she was still living at home with her parents. This woman is 44 years old. And another thing, Yvette has been taking shots at my wife and all this stuff, and I let it pass. She's been just taking random shots, dissing my wife. My wife is not a public figure. My wife is not a public figure at all, but she's taking it upon herself to diss my wife and all this old sucker shit. And I don't trip on it. But if we're going to diss my wife, let's just talk about you for a minute, Yvette, because I posted this picture, this before and after. Now, back in the day, if you're looking at the screen now, this is Yvette back in the 90s.
I watched this.
Yvette kind of had a little something going on back in the 90s.
Wow. Woo.
Yvette kind of had a little something going on back in the 90s before she went, full pipe looking. Now, let me tell you something. She's only 44 years old.
Wow.
You don't go from this to that just because of age.
Wow.
There's something going on with this woman. And I ask people, let's just be real, because look at the way she's looking now, the way she hit the wall.
Yeah, no, they didn't get upset.
The way she lies nonstop. She lies just nonstop. Everything out this woman's mouth is a lie.
Lola, this is Tariq showing her video, her picture in the 90s as opposed to
she's
now.
not successful at anything. And when you're old living with your parents, how do you get here? This looks like the narcotic. This looks like the narcotic or some type of mental breakdown.
I think she had some kind of mental breakdown.
Seriously, and now there's a handful of people that's still rocking with this dusty ass broad, and a lot of people are only rocking with her because there's a lot of folks, and I won't say a lot of people because there's not a lot of people rocking with her. And excuse me, notice most of the people that you see still rocking with them are these older Negroes. They're much older, these middle-aged Negroes who still want to be Democrats, and some of these middle-aged LBGT niggas looking for a reason to get out the house. But a lot of these Negroes, see, they have dusty aunties like this. Let's keep it real. There's a lot of black folks where we have dusty, used to be on the pipe aunties who comes around every now and then, and you know your auntie ain't about shit. Your auntie done had her kids taken away. Your auntie's been on and off the narcotic. Wow. But you're like, that's my auntie. She's still good people though. Yeah, my auntie's still cool. She's cleaned herself up. She's off that stuff, but we're gonna invite her to the family reunion. Y'all look at her like your little crackhead auntie. That's what you look at her as. You keep these folks around and you entertain them because they're like your little crackhead family members that you have a little sympathetic heart for. A lot of folks have that, so they can kind of see your little dusty aunt and uncle in that. You can see your little failed family member in that. When they still family, that's why when you start going in on these little dirty niggas like Yvette and Tone, you got these niggas, come on now, we all supposed to stick together. No, we ain't got to stick together with these dusty ass fuck niggas. We don't have to stick with Yogi and Boo Boo Bear. We don't have to stick with them.
Become the division.
The hell you do have to know. We got to get off that broke ass, dusty ass failure mentality where we just got to sit around here percolating with failures all fucking day. We ain't got to hang around no damn Yvette and Tone, two lifelong failures. We don't have to hang around these folks. You've been hanging around your dusty ass family. You think we got to hang around every dusty fucking nigga out here. Hell no. No, thank you.
One time you said, oh, hell no.
But people like this who sit around pocket watching everybody else, that's all she does. Yvette's so jealous of me because Yvette wants to be a player. She started to stud it up a little bit.
Yep, Lola, that's the contraceptive.
Boyce was talking about her little white lover. She had a white lover. So she's out here stud winching. She's a Negro stud winch. She's stud winching for white women.
Wow.
So we know where her loyalty lies. We know where her loyalty lies. So people like this, like Yvette, they don't like players. They don't like no real alpha men. They like beta males like Tone. They like little weenie ass niggas that they can kind of lead around. They don't like no alpha males. This is why she's always attacking alpha males. She's attacking Minister Farrakhan, attacking Dr. Claude Anderson, attacking Boyce, attacking the Black Authority. Just alpha males, she's always attacking. She's always attacking alpha males. Because the thing is, when she's in the room,
no, he's not an alpha NYW. Absolutely
she's the
not.
Man.
He absolutely is not an alpha.
She's
I agree.
with Tone. She don't have a problem walking around with Tone. That's why she wants to be the leader of ADOS and all that old shit. She's the man when she's in a room by herself or she's in a room with Tone. But when a motherfucker like me come around, and all of a sudden you go back to being an ugly wench.
Wow.
Ooh, oh, that was kind of rough. I shouldn't say stuff like that. It's the holidays. But that's the problem. When a player like me walk in the room, you go back to being a strong-faced stud wench.
Wow.
You understand? And again, she tries to be a player about hers.
You're right, Jessica.
Look at
yes,
the screen,
you did. I don't know why.
That's
why I think Yvette is kind of mentally ill or something.
She's sitting here with a fucking chopper suit
now
on.
Look at this.
She's trying but failing. She's failed at being a player. She can't even be a player correctly. This woman had a Burlington's chopper suit.
It really is embarrassing high vibrations. I agree. Nothing but big.
So she was trying her best to get a little playeration there, but it failed. That's why she's so mad at people like me. Successful, respected, and loved black men who women love. Women love me. They don't love you in this fucking chopper suit.
I'm still doing my ADOS.
And your hair.
Hashtag
what kind of hairstyle this is?
I agree, Angela.
She got like 3-4 hairstyles in here. She got an afro, a quick weave, a finger wave, and a blowout. I don't know what kind of hairstyle this woman has, but looked like she was trying to cover up her receding hairline. She must have been taking hormones, and the hormones started to eat up her edges. Sitting here looking like a fucking Beanie Baby. Lord.
Did the video stop, y'all?
Poor thing.
Because I see the circle going on the screen, but it's still playing on my computer.
Getting strong, and she's light skinned. When you strong faced and light skinned, that's very rough.
Let me pause it for a minute. I don't know.
That's a very rough thing.
I think I'm going faster than y'all. Did the video pause, y'all? Hit the 1 if y'all can. Okay. Could y'all still hear it? It's playing. Okay. Let me catch it. I paused it myself for a minute. It says, sound like Tommy Sale. Yeah. That's why I said when I first started the video, let me cut this down for a second. Keeping it neutral. That's why I said what I said about they all basically are under the banner of Tommy Sotomayor with that rhetoric. Yeah, I paused it, Lola. Because it's got that circle thing going on. I'm glad y'all can still hear me because it don't seem like it's. I don't know why on my phone it's doing that, but not on my computer. So maybe it's just my phone doing that. I don't know. But let me catch up on some of these comments. If y'all can still hear me, hit the 1. As late as Red Fox has said in the past, he is a big dummy. I agree. Tariq did sing the Tommy thing. NYW said, but he is comparing hood mentality. Yeah, as a reference, right, on how you should be in dress. So I guess I need to go run to get some air job. Right. And he keep mentioning player this and player that. He ain't nothing but a roster. He need to be in this sector. I agree. Yeah, I agree. NYW said, as late as I read that, Lola said, yes, Tommy Sotomayor. He sounds like so y'all can still hear me. Okay. He sounds exactly like Tommy Sotomayor. He doesn't like the misogynistic tone and the way he speaks derogatorily about black women. He speaks derogatorily about black women all the time. Do y'all remember, if you was in that sector of her, do y'all remember when he got into it with Cynthia G? He made a whole puppet about her and a whole he likes he does his puppet thing. It's just real weird. He's real he's just real shady and cagey. You know what I mean? But he's got a thing against black women, though, clearly. And I can't believe so many black women support him. Like, I really cannot. This is driving me crazy. Hold on, y'all. You watch Cynthia G? Yeah, I got into it with Cynthia G a long time ago. I'm going to have to, hold on. Something's going on with my phone. I can't see y'all comments for a minute. Hold on. Let me see what's going on with my phone here. I have to try to start my phone again. Let me hit it like this now. Okay. High vibration said me either. got into it with Phil. Oh, did he get into it with Phil the Advice Show as well? I had no idea. Oh wow. Oh, my phone is doing better now. Okay. So do y'all want me to play some more of this video or not? Because it's at 42 minutes and the first hour was about this. Angela said Tariq is straight tripping. Yes, he is straight tripping. I stopped listening to him once he started on ADOS. Absolutely. He tried to take over the whole thing. They use it as a hustle. You know what I mean? And that's what he getting in on the hustle. That's what he's doing. You know, honestly. It's like listening to a part-time pimp. Absolutely. Like I said, he used to make those books, teaching people how to be a player and all this and all that. That's his whole shtick right there. He's not an intellectual at all. He's a roaster. He got a quick tongue. What do you call it? He's he can talk that good talk, but he really don't know what he's talking about. I doubt if he even went to college at all. Well, him and Tommy were cool. Oh, him and Tommy were cool at one point. I believe it. I'm going to play some more. There seems to be a pattern going on here with the conscious community. Yeah, they're all coming against women. Yeah, Pimp Lola, yeah. Yeah, they're all coming against black women. But here's the thing. Have they been looking at the news? Do they see the agenda that's forming about, do they see the narrative, the propaganda that's forming against black men? Because have y'all seen, Jessica says she lives with her mom because she ain't pimping. I don't think she lives with her mom anymore because she's married to that Anglo woman. They probably live together now. But like something happened, in my opinion, to Yvette, and I don't know what it was, when the breakdown started mentally in her, because she had a promising career, and now she's like really for real, she is a social media influencer. Like I don't know why, she left her career alone in political science. I don't know where it went left, but something happened to her, and she's just not right anymore, in my opinion. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, it's just really very sad. But what was I gonna say? Do y'all see have y'all been looking at the news? They're now, because of all the stuff that the Hebrew Israelites, all these attacks, they've committed 2 attacks against the Jewish community. That shot up that store, and then the black guy, Hebrew Israelite, stabbed people in the mosque a couple of days ago, and now they are calling the black men homegrown terrorists. But when the Anglo, Happy New Year's, boss lady NJ, but when the Anglo attacks, shoot up a school or a church like they did in Charleston, they won't call them homegrown terrorists, but they're calling these black men homegrown terrorists. So this is what they're. Thank you, Billy. This is the narrative that they're forming, and you got all these black men online going against black women, and all of this, and causing all this division amongst black peoples on the, as far as men and women, ADOS and FBA, all this division. In the meantime, propaganda, the mass media has coined black men homegrown terrorists, but they won't coin the Anglo men homegrown terrorists. They got they shaping all of these narratives and stuff against black men, and the black man, only thing he worried about is going against black women. Some of them. That's what's going on social media. Knowing the whole time that we are their only line of defense. And it's just, I'm like, do they look at the news? Do they see the narrative that's being formed? Are they not seeing what I'm seeing? I'm thinking, honey, y'all need to cut off the social media app sometime and tap into the real world. Because they got a whole campaign to get y'all going on. But anyway, let's play some more of this video. It's about maybe 20 minutes more. When Garfield is talking about this subject right here. And so y'all said y'all want to hear it. So let me cut it back on. Like, I'm sorry the live is so long. I don't even know how long we've been live. But I really wanted y'all to hear this because it's ridiculous. Really, at the end of the day, it don't make no sense, and it's embarrassing. And shame on Yvette and Tone and Jason Black and Tariq Nasheed. It's ridiculous. It's remedial, and shame on them. NYW said, I agree. A lot of people are they're willfully ignorant. I agree. It is unfortunate. But that's what's going on in this country right now. All these agendas being set forth against us, and the people that are supposed to be leading the community, the black men, are into it, with each other. And don't you find it interesting that none of the black intellectuals, they are not even talking about ADOS, like Michael Eric Dyson and what Cornell West, the intellectuals, they're not even talking about this. Do you see what I'm saying? So anyway, I don't know if they're flagging my video or y'all hit the like button if you're not hitting the like button, because I keep getting that circle thing on my phone. It's not on my computer, but it's on my phone. But anyway, let me play the rest of this video for you guys, and we'll I just come back to sum it up, and then we'll just get off here, because like I said, I don't even know. I know I've been on here for over an hour. Hey, Cloud, how you doing? So let me play the rest of it, and when I hear it, y'all let me know if y'all can hear it or not. Okay, so I'm going to start right now. Klaus said, good evening, Auntie, and the Porch Watchers. Tried to watch Lifetime Survival R. Kelly 2 and could. Oh, I didn't know it was on. No, they won't. Lola said, nope. They don't want the mess up their back. Yeah, they don't want the mess up their back. Yeah, right. Happy New Year, Cloud. Yeah, I didn't know it was on. Cloud, I had no idea that was coming on tonight. Hold on a minute. Hold on, guys. Let's see what's going on. Oh, it is on. Oh, wow. I had no idea. Honey, let me play the rest of this for y'all so I can, because y'all know I'm all off into it. I've been waiting for Surviving R. Kelly too. I didn't even know it was coming on tonight. Sure, honey. Shirley said, question, if you don't mind answering, what's your opinion on young Pharaoh and Seti? I started watching them after I got vested in the sector, and then it got foolish. Yeah, Lola, R. Kelly 2 is on. It's on right now. I'm looking at it now. I can't hear it, but I'm looking at it. What's my opinion on them? Well, they be hustling over there in that conscious sector. And so is Pharaoh and Seti, I thought they were getting along. Are they into it now? Because, see, I don't watch them a lot over there. You know what I mean? Because I used to get into it with Sinetta on Facebook all the time. Elle said Damon Dash is supposed to be. Oh, is he really? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Let me play the rest of this video. Just a 20 or something, less than 20 minutes. I think it's like 18 minutes now. And we'll come back to close. You see what I'm saying? Because I want to watch this. I didn't even know it was on tonight. That's how much I be keeping up with stuff. The Nature Boy people. Oh, is that what's going on? Well, I know people are going at Nature Boy because he's back in the States. And they're trying to get to him. I haven't really vested any time, but I've noticed all these videos of these people that used to be ex-carbonation, these men, they coming at Nature Boy. And, Nature Boy and Young Pharaoh got into it a long time ago. And so maybe that's amping back up again. I don't know, y'all. I don't know Shirley. I don't know Lola. I'm going to have to check it out. It just be so much going on at one time to where, yeah. Anyway, let me start the video before I get sidetracked. Here we go. Let's see if it'll play. Hold on, guys.
Let me tell you something, family.
If you can hear it, hit one.
I'm not the one to say Garfield told you so, but it gets even worse. Look at what Yvette says about Tariq. This is grown black folks over 40 years old. And we're worried about Sonetta being divisive with having Garfield versus Jabari or Cesario versus this one or MBK versus. Sonetta didn't create this. This is what we like. We love this. We love this stuff. Black folks need to get it right. We love contention. We love competition. We love it. We love to hear, yo, he got beef over there. Da-da-da-da. I mean, when Minister Enki made the video with Doggy Diamonds, a lot of folks could have came out and said, yo, Doggy Diamond, Enki this. I'm not saying nothing bad about Enki. I'm just saying, brother, this Sunday, I'm giving you an open opportunity to come on. I'm not going to mute your mic. I'm going to give you 5 minutes to talk, get people to respond, get you 5 minutes, and we're going to do it orderly. I want you to come on and prove to us why we should take your product as a black community. That's it. And you could come on with your big words. Like what Dr. Ben would say. You can come with all your big words. We go look it up on the computer so we could know what you're saying. And then we're going to have a conversation. No debate. We just want to know if your products is good for black people. I want the whole black community to back you in what you're doing. And we're going to have this vaccine conversation. And by the way, family, I took my son to school this morning and they locked us out of the school because they said, you are on a record because your son don't have the flu vaccine. I said, of course he got it.
Child, go off here, got sidetracked talking about something else. Just hold on a minute, child.
Coming around all these kids he don't know. He better have the flu vaccine. Yeah, I said it. He better have the flu vaccine. But not to switch to flu vaccine, but we gonna get it in. But anyway, let's look at Yvette's response to all of this.
The following program is rated TVMA. Viewer discretion is advised.
See, as I end, I just want to say something real quick.
No.
We're at a very interesting moment. Very, 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 very interesting. And the reason I had to address Tariq, because I'm not just addressing him. Tariq is a representation of a dysfunction in our community.
Y'all see what they said about Chicago?
Around the neck of black politics.
Shut. I wonder why Bum Nation ain't talking about that.
You have to decide. I can't decide for everybody. I can't decide for
nearly half of young black men in Chicago out of work,
everybody's going to have to decide
school.
what they want going forward. Do you want to be a part of a political movement that's about transformative politics and about bringing it and fighting institutions that have bottom casted us? Are you really about fighting white supremacy? Or is your desire just to see a bunch of Muppets? You have to decide. I cannot decide for you. If you want to see Muppets, there's nothing I can do. We got the Umar Muppet, ours is
She talking about Tariq and them dang old Muppets he's obsessed with.
If you just want to watch a man play with dolls, I don't know. That's I don't know what to say. That's you. If you want to watch a man play with dolls and make buck breaking movies and talk about the bussy and busting the bussy, I don't know. That's you. But we're at a crossroads, and the crossroads is asking us a question: will you get engaged and stay engaged in advocating for serious politics and uplift, or are you in this for Muppets and bussy jokes? But I want to tell FBA one thing. As your leader, and he is your leader, he don't want to call himself that because he don't ever want to be responsible for being there. But as your leader, do you want a comedian or do you want to be a part of a group that collaborates and moves forward with one another to do transformative politics? You have to ask yourself. I can't help you with that. I can't help you. I can't help you figure that out. You know, we have made the case for ADOS. We have made ADOS 101. We have the reason we talked about the Supreme Court, which Tariq was a real agent of chaos. The 2 days before the Supreme Court, when Byron Allen took his case to the Supreme Court, Tariq made a mess. He was just pooping all over the timeline and saying that it wasn't about that. The civil rights don't matter because Judge Joe Brown told him that. I want to know who you want. Because I don't think any of these people who are doing and making this mess want politics. They don't want politics. Boys don't want politics. Did boys have some weird new Facebook called Black Enough or something like that? All these people come up with this weird stuff. It don't last and all kinds of stuff. Like, listen, I want to know what Tariq, all the stuff that we talk about. All the stuff that we talk about in terms of politics. You can't replace that with frog jokes and strap jokes and frog jokes, and that's not politics. That's comedy. It's bad comedy. It's in poor taste, but it's comedy. This is politics. I want to know what you're gonna do, FBA, besides yell and scream, because it's easier to tear down something than to build up something. And it seems to me that all y'all are interested in is tearing down.
Yeah.
And that's not going to work in terms of our politics.
All right. Now Professor Black Truth now responds, and you know O'Shea Duke Jackson, who has the channel, he's in Africa, whatever. Yvette drags him. I'm gonna play 2 more videos and I'm done with this. But I'm just showing you, and thank you, Haven Bullets, for making these clips, by the way. They're pretty funny and very revealing. And I want black folks to say, don't pick sides. Listen, don't pick sides with Yvette and Tone and Tariq, because 6 months later, they could all be sitting around a table laughing about this. So don't pick sides. This is my advice for 2020. Don't pick no sides, family. This is how black folks behave. We got to get used to it and accept it. We love contention. All these people talk about higher energy and your lower vibration and all that stuff. They love the drama. The minute me and Jabari start going back and forth, all these folks with the angst start coming out. They don't like Garfield no more because Garfield not beating up on the Hebrews. They hate Garfield because they're coming at this man, Jabari. He coming at Jabari, man. That's our savior right now with the unk. Running around with the unk. Garfield, leave that unk man alone. Come on, family. Don't pick sides. You don't know Garfield at all. You just know me from YouTube. You ain't True Storian. You ain't Raw Born. You ain't Sean. You ain't Monica. You don't call God. You can't pick up your phone and call Garfield any time of the day and say, "Yo, Garfield, what's up, man?" You can't unless it's about business. So why are you getting into the whole brouhaha? I'm telling you, don't.
Can y'all still see the video?
Yvette, Tone, Tariq, and this guy, Black Authority. It's not our business. Let them do what black people normally do. We love contention. Okay. So when people saw the highlight, Yvette and Tone versus Tariq and such, y'all flock to the screen real fast. We love it. We're obsessed with it.
You can still see it. Thanks for letting me know, guy, because my phone is tripping.
We love it.
The following program is rated TVMA. Viewer discretion is advised.
See, the problem white supremacy has always had is whenever
this is Jason Black, Greg, come up.
To hijack our
I don't even think Jason Black is black. Like, I really don't believe that.
Trying to give their theft legitimacy. This is why Mushmouth and Squarejaw were trying to get Norris Shelton to let them bogart the term that he was using. They were trying to bestow legitimacy on themselves.
Yeah, high vibrations. A lot of people didn't know what was going on. That's why I played it. You're right, babes.
Same way Mushmouth is desperately
been watching Jason for years. Yeah, Billy, I know.
To post his scribblings that this will make him important because that's what he truly wants. But all he can do is plagiarize the works of people who are truly of consequence. Face it, the 2 misleaders of ADOS, they have been perpetrating a fraud. This has been a hoax from the jump. And if you bought into it, that makes you gullible. However, if after I've given you the data, you still insist on holding on to this fraud, then that makes you a fool.
Wow.
2015 is important because this clout-chasing clown was running around begging white websites to post his brain farts. He's trying to break out of the online article ghetto and into the big time, but nobody gave a damn about his rantings, so he didn't have a problem bragging about being a prosecutor in 2015, but now he wants to bury it. He's not talking about that anymore.
You're talking about Tonetalks.
Don't ask him any questions about what he was doing as a prosecutor and who he was doing it with. After all, how can he say that mass incarceration is a continuation of chattel slavery when he was one of the people who's been helping white supremacy to put black people in prison in the first place? Mushmouth Moore has been part of the enforcement arm of white supremacy, and through his duplicitous activities against black empowerment, he still is. We all know that the slave pen was replaced with the state pen. And just like on the plantations, you had Negroes who were helping massa to keep us enslaved. This is what Mushmouth Moore has done. He has never admitted to his crimes against the black community. He's never ratted out any corrupt prosecutors or judges that he's encountered. Mushmouth is always talking about how I've got the data. I got the data. Well, the only data I want to see from him is how many black people that he helped white power put in prison.
I agree.
He's
Keeping
a
it
quote
neutral.
unquote
I don't think he
private
black.
attorney
Like, I
now,
really don't.
and not a very good one, it seems. So how many of the black
Nobody's
people
ever
he sent
seen
to
him.
prison has he worked to get out of prison? How many lives has he ruined? How many police officers did former prosecutor Moore help to get off the hook? How many underhanded DA maneuvers did he help to facilitate? These are questions that must be answered, because the truth of the matter is there is no other profession on the planet that has the same success rate as an American prosecutor.
I agree with that,
Success
L.
rate is upwards of 90%. The only way you can have an upward of 90% success rate at something is basically if the competition is not allowed to compete.
Back in 2018. Did you watch, boy?
So these are honest questions. We need to know what the hell Mushmouth was doing before he decided to reinvent himself as some sort of phony baloney black activist. And if any of you say that his past as a prosecutor don't matter, then please tell me why.
I know
did
that's
it matter
right, Cloud. That's how I feel
Harris?
about it too, Cloud.
If Mushmouth Moore's past as a prosecutor doesn't bother you, then you have no leg to stand on when you say that Kamala Harris's past does bother you. So I guess it's one thing if you decided to suspend your conscience because you can't admit that you're wrong, but does Mushmouth Moore have a conscience at all? Have you heard even one pang of remorse for the part that he played in helping to enforce the pipeline to prison? On his Twitter page, he happily excoriated Kamala Harris in January, right after she announced her presidential campaign, saying, quote, her career stands directly against Black life as a prosecutor. Finally, something Mushmouth and I can agree on. But the real question is, since we can all agree that Kamala Harris's career as a prosecutor stands against Black life, surely then we can all agree that Mushmouth Moore's career as a prosecutor also stands against Black life. Or
Shirley, he went
making exceptions to
Jason Black went at Cynthia G too, and Tariq, both of them. I don't know what your boys. Let me see.
So my whole thing is the Black Authority is very well respected in the underground. He gets 50,000 views, so forth, right? He has a voice. He actually gets more viewership than Yvette and Tone, actually. Tariq beats him out, all of them. But let me ask you this now, though. You see, you heard from Tariq, you heard from the Black Authority, you heard from
absolutely
Yvette Carnell, and listen to Yvette right now. And by the way,
I
Tone
agree, Dark
on
Matter.
Twitter,
I agree.
Tone was going in. Tone was going in. Tone Talks, he was going in too. But I won't even get into that. I won't. See, look at this. Tone Talks drags Tariq Nasheed on Twitter. You know, they all going back and forth. For what? But don't pick sides, family, because these are the people who you're looking to for leadership.
Another MVP year in the books. Thank you for everybody who PayPal me, share my videos, like.
This is another Haven Bullets video, guy. I think it's the last one, and we'll stop right here.
I was gonna do this video yesterday, but you know how that be. I got caught up. I'm still getting caught up a little bit right now, if you know what I'm talking about. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna say it. I was drinking, and I said I wasn't gonna do drinking videos no more, but hey, it is what it is. And I gotta do this video right here. Yvette Carnell done cooked O'Shea and Taz and his chat. Done cooked them. Damn, but let's go to that original tweet that made Yvette, because this is a response to somebody else's tweet right here.
This is where Yvette is going in on O'Shea, Duke Jackson, and Taz.
Cooked O'Shea. This is unserious journalism. This guy, this right here, the Twitter handle, that's Reggie, the dude that he's talking to. Asked a simple question that should have been easily answered. ADOS is being criticized by clout chasers trying to build audiences, but too lazy to do basic research. They cooked you, O'Shea, and people in the, and this is just what they were saying. Oh my goodness, they cooked you. They cooked you bad, O'Shea. They accused you of being a Pan-Africanist or a black immigrant or just an old black person or all of the above. Damn, they really hate you. Mm-hmm. Woo, O'Shea got cooked, bro. Oh. Let's see this. Woo, you getting cooked, bro. They said O'Shea and intellectual don't even belong in the same sentence. Damn. Let's see some more comments of you getting cooked, nigga. Oh my goodness. This is gold. Let's go to what Yvette had to say about you. Oh man, let's see Yvette. No idea who O'Shea is, but the chat is interesting. Not only agents of chaos, but destruction. It's almost like people get off on tearing stuff up. But since we're advocating a black agenda, you're basically punching yourself in the face. And who is Taz? Y'all hate to see it. ADOS. You heard Yvette. Y'all hate to see it. Y'all hate to see it, man.
Y'all hear that?
Look at somebody right here gonna cook y'all for Yvette. Right now, she gonna go in on y'all. O'Shea, like Tariq and Jason, is another one of Tommy Sotomayor's sons. Started off his platform bashing black women. As you can see, he has the same dusty anti-black woman following as all the others. Thanks, fam. Ooh, they cooked you.
All right. I'm not playing any more of this Yvette stuff, but I just wanted to start off the new year as the first show, get into this ADOS stuff, and just say that, listen, don't come at Sarnetta for saying Sarnetta is causing division when we support the foolishness. First of all, look at black folks. Don't we all want reparations for ADOS? We got, how many people we got in the chat? We got 300 people in the chat. Press 1 if you are against reparations for ADOS. Press the number 1 right now. I'll prove a point right now to everybody right now. Press the number 1 if you are against reparations for ADOS. I want to see somebody put the number 1 in the chat, because I want to point that person out. If you think ADOS should not get reparations, press the number 1. Simple. It's simple stuff. I am King Sosa. What are you talking about? Oh, you playing?
Well, anyway, guys, that's pretty much the end of hating bullets and all the other stuff that he was showing you guys. Let me pause this.
Getting reparations.
And now Garfield is just asking people, if they agree with the reparations movement. And of course, we all support it. You know what I mean? Why would we not? But his point in asking that is the fact that they just turned the whole thing into a joke. They turned it into a whole joke. It's a whole just regular random YouTube, Twitter beef going on. And concerning such a important subject matter, should they be acting like this? It's embarrassing, in my opinion. Let me try to stop sharing the screen. See if it'll... Hold on, guys. I'm trying to get this off the screen. Okay, it's off the screen there. It's not off the screen on mine, though. What's up with that? Hold on, guys, because you guys can't see it anymore. But Dark Matter said we should be aware that internet, social media, etc., is a surveillance tool. I absolutely agree, to monitor, manipulate thought and social climate. You're absolutely right. I absolutely agree with that. I posted a little 2-minute video last night. In which it was basically saying the same thing. As a matter of fact, let me play the audio of that video for you guys real fast, because entertainers have been warning us what was going on with the computer. Prince, who warned us about the computer, is really the algorithm, and that's what Dark Matter is talking about, as well as Michael Jackson. Do you see what I'm saying? These celebrities were trying to, let me try to move this screen back, y'all. I hope I don't miss something up, but I don't want this on here. It's driving me crazy. Okay. All right. My phone is tripping. So anyway, because I really don't. Oh, I've been on for almost 3 hours. I'm sorry about that, y'all. But anyway, let me play this for y'all real fast. It's just 2 minutes long, and it's something Prince said way before he passed away concerning the computer. Okay, can you guys hang with me for a few more minutes? If you can, hit the one. I know we've been on for a long time, but this is important information. In my opinion. Thank you, Jessica, because we really need to be aware. And then I found it fascinating that what's her name? Yvette was calling O'Shea and Taz agents of chaos and destruction, but when she's an agent of destruction. Tonetalks, Jason Black, what is the other one? Tariq Nasheed. Do you see what I'm saying? People like O'Shea, all of them. If you're causing division in your own community, you are an agent of chaos. Do you see what I'm saying? And so let me find that video for y'all. You're gonna be tired in the morning, Lola. It's about over. Just let me play this. This is about 2 minutes, and we'll be done with it pretty much. I'm gonna play the audio for you guys. Hold on, see if I can find it here. I hope I don't mess up anything, but I'm gonna try. Hold on 1 second. Let me see. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear this when it gets started. Hit the 1 if you can hear it, okay? So I'm gonna try to play it. Don't know if it's gonna work, but here we go. Let's see if it'll play. Hold on 1 second. And this video I did last night. It's just 2 minutes. Let's see here. Hold on. I don't know if it's gonna. Oh, wait a minute. I don't think you guys can hear it because I can't hear it. At the beginning of every year, I give my. If you can hear it, hit the 1. And in those predictions, I pretty much literally give my opinion as to what are we going to be, looking forward to seeing, or what is going to be happening on the internet in particular. Looking towards the year ahead. Okay. So my predictions last year are pretty much the same. For the most part, predictions that I have for this year. We are still in the age of Aquarius is upon us. The water barrier is still calling. All those predictions that I made for last year as it pertains to the internet and the changes of the internet, they are still going on. They are still coming into fruition. So since all of that is still occurring, I figured I'd just give you guys a little bit of advice, or, as it pertains to the internet. And my advice to you guys, in the light of all that we've seen these past couple of days, is believe only half of what you see on the internet, and believe even less of what you hear on the internet. Always do your own research. Always follow your own heart. And you always want to lead the algorithm. You never want the algorithm to lead you. Okay? And so I also want to play a little something for Prince. Thank you, Lola. This was his prediction. This was his advice as it pertains to the internet. And I'm going to leave you guys with this. Happy New Year again. I look forward to whatever it is that's going to happen in the upcoming year. And my other wish for you guys is I wish you and your family joy and inner peace. Always strive to be the best you that you can be. Okay, love you guys. Like, share, subscribe. Happy New Year.
One thing I wanted to say is don't be fooled by the internet. It's cool to get on the computer, but don't let the computer get on you. It's cool to use the computer. Don't let the computer use you. You all saw The Matrix.
And that was Prince, y'all. He was talking about the computer. I think that was. I think he was talking like that. I think it was in the 90s when he made that. When he made that statement. I think it was in the 90s, and he was trying to warn people about, you know, basically the algorithm. You know, it dictates. Let me turn this down. About, you know. Sorry about that. It dictates our emotions. We see it online, you know, right now all the time. But let me read this from Cloud, because I agree, Cloud. Cloud said other nations will set aside their differences to come together to make sure we're at the bottom of the totem pole. We unfortunately fail to do the same. I agree, Cloud. We can't even come together, can't even unite, you know, in order to pull us up economically or politically or anything. And that is because, like you said, the Willie Lynch letter is real or fake. It's in full effect, you know. And we've seen that tonight. The purpose of this video will show that they've you know, turned this whole ADOS movement into a mockery. It's now just another hustle. Do you see what I'm saying? Tariq done, you know, he done went from ADOS and gave it a whole new name and trying to take it from Yvette Carnell, trying to make Yvette Carnell look crazy and silly and stuff. It's just a whole, you know, shit show now, you know. And so it's crazy. And as far as Yvette go, she once had such a promising career, and I don't know what's happened to it. Like, it's real unfortunate. You know what I mean? That's right, Lola. Can't come together for nothing. You know, not even to save our own self. And like I said, I was gonna go in on all of them, but really, you don't even have to go in on them, because, you know, all you have to do is play the videos, you know, and hear it for yourself. You know, it's better if we hear it for ourselves. The things that they are, how foolish they are sounding and acting, not only on YouTube, they really act a fool on Twitter. It's real embarrassing. The whole world is watching this. Can't even come together on an economic basis. Can't even come together as a people to try to move forth of the reparations movement that could benefit all of our people. Could get us, if we were ever to receive any type of reparations from this country, it would take us, you know, from the bottom. You know, I mean, we would have a greater share of that 13% of wealth, as opposed to 0.5% of wealth in our community. Do you see what I'm saying? It would change the face of Black America. You know, that's right, Lola. True. Hear it for yourself. That's why I played Brother Garfield's video, because he had all those videos all in one, as opposed to me trying to figure them out. And it was much easier to play his video. I hope he don't mind. You know what I mean? But I felt like you guys really needed to hear that, because somebody said they didn't even realize that all of that was going on. You know, I didn't realize till recently that they were into it either. I actually ran up on the drama on Twitter. You know, being nosy on Twitter, I ran up on it. You know, and I was like, Lord, I really want to tell people about this. I'm just going to do a video talking about it. Then Garfield did a video this morning. I was like, you got it all in one spot. And that is the reason why I played that video for you guys. Angela said, well, it's easy for them all to go against us. Absolutely. Once we're no longer there or worthy of fighting, those same groups go after each other. Right. It's the pecking order. You're absolutely right. I've said many times, if Anglos are left to their own devices, they will, you know, eliminate one another. Do you see what I'm saying? That's why I loved reading that book, and I always recommend it, called White Rage. It's very interesting, you know, very interesting. You even have the Anglos on TV saying that they have white privilege. You know, I'm going to exercise my white privilege, or saying it against you know, another, you know, a white male or something like that. It's incredible. It's like they're flaunting it in our faces almost. You know what I mean? I don't know where their own rhetoric against them is coming from, but it's all over, you know, TV. You know, they might as well come over here. They might as well, Lola, because they're just beefing anyway. Might as well come over here. You see what I'm saying? Klaus said it's an ego trip, a pure and simple of fighting for our just do. Right. Shouldn't involve an ego whatsoever. Just a willingness to do what needs to be done. I absolutely agree with you, Cloud. And they've made a mockery of the whole thing. They are all, like I said, in my opinion, agents of chaos. Like, it's ridiculous. The videos are embarrassing. You know what I mean? Angela said, have you guys looked at those other continents or countries. Japan is having a major civil, yes, it is a protest right now. You're right, and then I'm glad you said that, Angela, because we really need to take the time every once in a while to look up and see what's going on in the rest of the world, because all of that stuff affects us too. And you're right about Japan. You're absolutely right about that. You are right. And then when I was talking about, the work that they're trying to do as it pertains to the black man, the propaganda that's coming out against them, they'll call them homegrown terrorists. I saw a couple of videos where these black men were trying to kidnap these women. So they're making it seem like, they are the leaders when it comes to, human trafficking. They're putting all of this on the black man, and the black man is on social media only worried about going against the black woman. You see how that works? They still shooting you down in the middle of the street like you're not even human, like you're an animal, like you're a dog, like you cattle. They still mass incarcerating you, taking you from one plantation to another. All of this is going on, but we would rather, soak ourselves in the midst of cognitive dissonance. We would rather disassociate ourselves with our plight as opposed to dealing with it together, united, head on. And that's unfortunate. You know what I mean? So yeah. Dark Matter said Angela Brooks. Yes, many protests around the world against wealth gaps in politics, etc. Absolutely, because see, there's a new world order being formed, and those elites, the Illuminati, Agenda 21, whatever you want to call it, they are, making a power play, because this planet, this Earth, is losing, the ability to have enough natural resources for us all. Food shortages going on around the world, water shortages going on around the world. They're trying to set forth this depopulation agenda, which is up under Agenda 21. We're going to have to talk about Agenda 21 too one day. And all of this we're seeing all of this. That is why it is so much unrest, around the world. And here in a little bit, it is going to be these same types of uprisings in this country. And here just a little bit. Let Donald Trump be reelected. It's just crazy. Crazy. But like I said, people, sometimes, you got to look up and see what else is going on around the world, because some of the same things are going on, right here, or getting ready to go on. It's a precursor to what's getting ready to happen in this country, actually, in my opinion. So I'm glad you brought up, Japan. That's a perfect example. Dark Matter said a lot of global unrest. Yeah, globally. Yes, absolutely. Like I said, it's a precursor of the things that's going to be going on around here. And all of this is for a reason. Do you see what I'm saying? Because there's a global depopulation agenda fits to be afoot. And they are telling the whole world that black people, starting with black men, are non-producers. And the first thing when you're trying to bring about a communist society or a new world order, the first thing you do is you get rid of the non-producers. You try to neutralize the threat. Do you see what I'm saying? So we preoccupied arguing back and forth with each other, not realizing the whole time that in a little bit they can be walking us into gas chambers or internment camps or something like that. It's happened again. It's happened before. It can happen again. It's going to happen again. And so you got Donald Trump over here into it with the Iraqis again. You got North Korea, Kim Jong-un, getting ready to test a new nuclear missile. It's a whole lot of stuff going on. It's a real scary time in this country right now and around the world. Angela said China is taking over the world. They trying, girl. My coworker said Mexico has a little China that really in Arizona. The Chinese have started a charter school. But then they're trying to take over whatever country they can on the continent of Africa, and so it's a lot of crazy stuff between the Asians and the Africans going on over there. They have taken over many countries, a couple of countries for sure, in Africa, and they say it's parts of Africa where the Africans are not even welcome in some of these Chinese settlements. They are not even welcome in parts of their own country. And I'm talking about the Africans. It is crazy because we all know that the Asians have all but killed their continent because of that nuclear meltdown that they had over there. What is it, Fukushima? That's why they populate not only Africa, you know what I mean, but they're trying to take over a whole lot of places. Somebody just mentioned they got a little Chinatown in what was it, Mexico, Arizona, starting a charter school for the Chinese. All of that. Most of our goods come from China. Yeah, you're right about that. We are non-producers over here. You know, we produce the black people are not only the non-producers. We are non-producers as a country, and we are too dependent on other country for our goods. Do you see what I'm saying? And it's just put us in a perilous place right now in this country. You know, and so it's just scary. But anyway, guys, I'm going to get off here. I have held you guys for almost 3 hours. Thank you so much for hanging in there with me. Angela says going into global population, take a look at the UK and with India. Absolutely, very sad on how the ultrasound was created. Absolutely, Angela. I absolutely agree. Did you see? Yeah, thank you so much, boy. Thank you, all. Thank you, all of y'all. How did that fire start over there in Australia? Have you seen all of that? They say it's catastrophic or apocalyptic fires going on over there in Australia right now. All of this, in my opinion, is a part of global depopulation. They over there talking about saving the animals. They ain't said nothing about the devastation to the people in their homes and stuff like that. And whatever happened to all the reporting that they were doing when the rainforest was on fire over there in Brazil? It's crazy. Klaus said you're right, and Angela Brooks, you see how China is exploiting the African continent. Absolutely, they are. They're the dominant economy in the world right now. They sure are, Klaus. They sure are. Glad to be here. Thank you, Derek. Angela said the Chinese are in Jamaica too. They're everywhere. Absolutely. Alicia said I've seen stuff about it, but I haven't heard how it started. Australia or Brazil? Yeah, I haven't heard how it started either. If you're talking about Australia, yeah. Derek said Australia deserves that fire. They killed off the Aboriginal people. I'm not gonna disagree with that, Derek. I feel you. I feel you with that statement right there, and you're absolutely right. I feel you. Yep. But anyway, guys, that's all I got for now. Like I said, thank you guys so much for sticking with me for so long. I haven't done a live this long in a very long time, but it was so much information that I wanted to get out to you guys and let you see. I'm so glad that Brother Garfield put all those videos together as far as Tariq and Jason Black and Yvette and Tonetalks, how they're trying to divide the whole comment. Thank you, Boss Lady NJ, to divide the whole ADOS reparations. Camps are trying to divide them up. It's a shame when you can't get along, not even when it comes to reparations. That's pretty sad. Thank you, Keeping It Real 2.0. And I hope, like Jabari said, I hope people don't feed into this. I hope this don't come a big, divide, and conquer situation for the dollars. Because I tell you, Tariq Nasheed, he working hard. All I want to know is, Tariq, who sent you? Who sent you, Tariq? Do you see what I'm saying? They sent Yvette and Tone. That was the first wave. And now here Tariq is real ignorant with it. Because he a real ignorant person. I don't listen to him. I don't see how they can take him seriously. But he about that drama. That's why so many people love his butt. Okay? And that's just the bottom line. Alicia said the Chinese have always been here in Jamaica, though. Is that right, Alicia? Oh, wow. Bunch boy said me either. Yeah, I'm going to get out here. I love you guys. Please like this video if you haven't. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And make sure you set that notification bell. Who knows what I'm going to talk about whenever I choose to come on to talk about it. It's just so happened tonight. It was a good bit of information. I'm glad we did this live, and I love you guys. I'm going to talk to you guys later, and I'm going to sign off because I know y'all tired because I'm tired too. I'm absolutely exhausted. Because y'all know I don't, this time of night, child, there had to be something important, you know what I mean, for me to be on. And I came on in the evening because I figured a lot of you guys would be out from work. And I wanted you guys really to see that information for yourself. Just really to see, because I'm like, what? Are you really doing this? I'm like, girl. Oh, child. Well, good night, Al. Love you guys so much. Thank you, Alicia. Thank you, Boss Lady. Keeping it neutral. Thank you. Thank you much, boy. Thank you, Lola. Thank you, everybody. Did I say everybody? You know, thank you guys so much for hanging in there with me. Okay, I'm going to talk to you guys later. Love you guys. Don't forget to smile. Don't forget to smile at somebody. And never, ever forget to love your beautiful melanated self. And until next time, I'm going to talk to you guys later. Bye-bye. Peace.